entirely possible. So we've got everybody seems to be in. Valrag, your mic is not on, and Brackman is just muted and silent. So
All right, I'm here. Or Bragman, the one who has to go to the store, right?
was that him that was leaving to go to the store?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just messaged him to let him know he was all muted. So when he comes back, he. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let me get my thing. All right. So we begin in the city of Neverwinter. A dwarf named Gundrick Rockseeker has asked you to bring a wagon load of provisions to the rough and tumble settlement of Phandelver, a couple days travel southeast of the city. Really excited and more than a little secretive about his reasons for the trip, saying only that he and his brothers had found something big, and that he'd pay you 10 pieces of gold each for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions, a trading post in Phandelver. He then set out ahead of you on horse, along with a warrior escort named Hildar or Sildar Hallwinter, claiming he needed to arrive early to take care of business. You've spent the last few days following the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Treebor Trail. You've encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along the trail. So, as you guys are traveling, uh, go ahead and give me some character introductions for everyone and just kind of introduce yourselves to the rest of the party.
Right, I get. Okay,
Oh,
you go ahead.
I was waiting on somebody to go, and then I was like, okay, yep, I'll go.
Okay, well, I am a. My name is Boar. I am a human fighter who, at his early life, was his entire family's basically been farmers for the last like 100 generations or whatever. But he quickly realized at a young age that that was not something for him. So he would sneak off into the city to watch the guardsmen practice and whatever, and quickly found out that he loved dual wielding two swords specifically. So whenever he got to age, he joined the army and became a frontline soldier, often abandoning his shield to his commander's dismay, to pick up another sword right on the battlefield and going straight in. After a while, he became tired of having to wear a shield, so he left the army in purpose finding a better trainer to perfect his dual wielding. That's basically it.
All right.
So, my character is named Gerald. He is a middle-aged, well, a little bit more than middle-aged, about 55, 56-year-old human. He spent his entire life as a farmer. His wife was very religious, and he helped her in her religious practices until the day that she was called forth by the gods to serve as a cleric. And Gerald was unable to keep up. So he devoted time to studies and miraculously found a raccoon in the wilderness that he named Panda. And it accompanies him on his journeys, attempting to find his wife, which he is in denial that she really just left.
Is this raccoon like the Puss in Boots? Does he have like a cool hat?
No, it is a fine, familiar spell.
Cool. All right, so this is Nado. I'm playing a dwarf cleric named Hamish. Hamish is somewhat fanatical about his faith, but he focuses all that energy into serving whatever group he's with. He's very fanatical about serving the group that he's with to the best of his ability. He follows the god Iam, that he's convinced is the one true God, and he's got a sacred text on him that others consider heretical, but he guards it with his life.
This is Valreg. My character is a half-elf paladin whose name is Lanius. After growing up in a small village, he joined the town guard. Eventually, they were tasked with clearing out a bandit camp, and the mission went poorly. Captured by the bandits and made into their, quote, servant. After a few years, gave up hope. One evening, gathering supplies, doing all the heavy work, I heard a voice, leave. This is not your calling, this is not your life. And proceeded to escape and has begun devoting his life to keeping others from traveling a feudal past dominated by others.
Okay, yeah, this is Brackman. Well, my character is Ruskell, Dragonborn. Basically, when he was a child, he lived with his mom and dad in a forest. And when he was a child, he got the home got ran over by a goblin horde. He managed to survive that, although his parents died. After that, basically, he tried to go to a nearby village. On the way there, he met an old barbarian, which took a school under his wing and trained him for the next 10 years until he was a fully fledged adult. After that, he went on a journey to basically help other people and discover new lands, because I was fed up with my own lands being so stuck in the past.
All right. Oh, good. Was there anything else?
Oh yeah. So, no, actually, that would be all.
All right. So you guys have been traveling for a few days. And since Gundren left you, you've been traveling about half a day since he's gone. I'm sorry, it's been about 2 days since he's gone. And you've been on the Trillbore Trail for about half a day, and you come around a bend, and you spot 2 dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it, and the woods press close to the trail here with a steep embankment and dense thickets on either side. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys into this map real quick. So, if you guys would like, go ahead and go to your character sheet on the right-hand side. Just drag it out onto the map, and that'll pull your token out. What you guys want to do?
Would I know anything about the arrows? Or what could have been the, what shot the horses?
Go ahead. If you want to go investigate the horses, go ahead and move your token up there, and you can give me a percent.
Okay, where are the horses at? Oh, I see a foot over there. I'll go about there. And yay, I'm lovely at perception.
Oof. Okay.
Hey, I'm
yeah,
gonna die.
You forget 2 things you already know.
Yeah, you get to you're a little squeamish apparently. You didn't want to get very close to the dead horses. So
Yeah,
you can't really tell anything. Bring towards them. You know, like they look
I
dead.
look at them and I turn back at everybody else and I vomit.
And I'm gonna offer him a hanky to clean his lip.
Yeah, so I wander back towards the group and like, oh yeah, guys, I don't think I can do a dead horse at the moment. They kind of smell bad.
Can someone maybe check to see maybe how fresh the kill is, like how long they've been dead?
Yeah, if someone wants to give me a nature check, see if you can determine about how long they've been, or nature or survival.
Ouch.
You'd say they've been dead between 2 minutes and a week, somewhere around there.
Oh, they're dead.
Great observation.
So I guess we need to move the horses and continue going.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe take a quick. I mean, if it's anywhere from 2 minutes, if it's that big of, if it could be that fresh, maybe a quick search of the
Quick
surrounding
look around,
area.
I agree with that.
Okay, so where's everybody gonna be at? If you're over here looking at the horses,
I'd
then
say
you're
I'd go
talking to
north.
I'm gonna be over here puking on these rocks.
Okay.
I mean, all these trees to the south, it concerns me. There could be someone, someone sitting over the horses like a honeypot.
I would check out the bushes here.
No, yeah, I'll back you up there.
I'll go over to the north and look through this more sparse vegetation.
Okay. All right. Everybody, give me a perception while you're kind of looking around. Okay. All right. So, Dave, you are. Sorry, I'm still trying to get everybody's name with their character.
Your school? The Dragonborn.
Okay. As you're kind of poking around, looking, you smell something on the air. It smells kind of foul. It smells like goblin, and you can tell that there are a few goblins in the bushes nearby. You haven't spotted them quite yet, but you know they're there. And just as you kind of get the sense of them, and you start looking around for where they're at, they pop out of hiding and initiate attack. Some arrows start flying out of the bushes. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
We're all wearing lead shoes.
Apparently.
Yeah, this is going great.
Okay. 1 second, let me add some of you. Make sure whenever you go to roll initiative, you click on your token and then roll the initiative, so it'll pop up in the turn order for me.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No problem.
You want me to roll again?
Yeah. If you aren't in the turn order already, just roll it again. Wow.
That
Okay.
saves something.
Hey, I got a 2 twice.
You were destined to have a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So everybody should be.
Hey, well, I mean, I guess a 2 makes sense for an old, fat, bald man in a potato suit. I mean, if you are picturing Friar Tucked off of the Kevin Costner, I believe it was, that did Robin Hood back in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you can picture the little Friar Tuck that he had with him, that's what I would look like.
Illithid, would it be a pain to show the name tags of all the tokens?
For some reason, I'm getting a feeling the goblins are gonna hurt a little bit.
Yeah. Dang. They didn't even get the surprise round on you, but doesn't seem to matter. Now are you wanting the
Just so we can all see each other's name as we're starting out.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. I thought I'd already set it up so all the nameplates were showing.
I can.
All right, so the goblins are going to start their attack. So this goblin down here is going to start firing arrows at the nearest person. So that'll be Thor. Does a 12 hit?
No.
All right. All right, this goblin over here is going to fire his short bow over here. That might hit.
A 20 will hit.
All right, that's 3 damage for you. All right, this goblin down here is going to fire his short bow at Lanny. Don't think that's going to do it.
That will miss.
And this one's going to run up out of the bush towards you and pull out a little scimitar, all old and rusted and nasty. He's going to just start very poor.
It bounces off my armor.
All right. So all the goblins they've just been firing these nasty, like dirty, like real old, looks like used, repurposed arrows at you guys. They're just kind of flying off. Very few are making any kind of contact. And it is your turn, Lanius. Now that the one has come in swinging, deflecting off your shield. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to swing my great sword at Scimitar Boy.
That does not quite do it. So you kind of rear back and your sword just clangs down onto the dirt right beside him as he jumps out of the way. He kind of gets in for another thrust. Would you like to do anything else other than just the attack? Do you have anything else you can do?
Nothing else I can do.
All right, Thor.
How far can you move?
You should have 30 feet of movement for standard human. So, each square's.
Okay, splendid then. Well, I guess I move up to this one up here, and I attack with both swords.
Okay, so attack with the first one. That misses.
And then how do I do it without the bonuses? Because I don't get bonuses to my second one, right? My ability bonuses. I do?
You do if you took the 2-weapon
Oh, okay.
fighting style.
Alright.
Not quite.
Damn.
I mean, you come in and you're just swinging. He's kind of hiding in the bush. He's ducking down. And you're just hitting tree limbs all around him. It's kind of just showering down leaves all over you.
Great.
Okay. So I rush to the goblin. At least looks like I should be able to reach it. Well, quick question: how do I check the distance if I'm able to reach or not?
Well, how do you do it? Yeah, there you go. I can't remember how you do that particular line thing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's however many feet. You know, if you have 30 feet, each square is 5 feet. So
Yeah, I should be able to go there.
yeah,
Okay.
you can definitely do it.
Rush here and slam right now with my maul, with my big hammer.
All right, let me see it.
It's not gonna hit.
Man, you guys are rolling just as bad as the goblins. All right, so you run in and your maul, you just crack the stone under his feet as he kind of does like a little backward somersault, pulls out a scimitar and gets ready to come at you.
Okay.
Gerald or Gerald? Sorry.
Gerald.
Gerald. All right, Gerald. What you got?
Okay. This guy right over here. I am going to finish wiping the puke off of my mouth from the horses, and I am going to see if I can Ray of Frost him. How do I get back to my other button? That is a 21 to hit.
Yep, you Ray of Frost the crap out of him, and he just he freezes in place, kind of like well, explain exactly how you murder him.
I will wipe the small amount of puke off of my lower lip and lean around this rock, and then just point my finger, and a small blue ray will just zap straight forward and hit him and just freeze him into chunks, and he falls and shatters and does the whole T-1000 and Terminator. And then I am going to jump into the back of the cart and like hide down up under the side of it there.
Probably a good plan.
Yeah, I don't like things shooting at me.
All right, Hamish, you just saw like a chill go through your spine as like just this blue ray of freezing cold energy flashes over your head and crushes a goblin in its tracks.
I'm glad you missed me. I'm going to move to right here, which is the extent of my movement, and I'm going to bless these two guys to hopefully increase their rolls.
Bless. Okay, so who are you going to bless?
I can bless up to 3 creatures within 30 feet. So I'm going to bless these two. And
So you can also put it on yourself just for a third person.
Yeah, or
yeah, good idea.
Down there.
I'll bless the 3 of us. So each of us can add a D4 to our next attack.
Okay. All right. So so Lannis, Thor, and Hannah.
And that will be the end of my turn.
All right. It is back to the goblins. All right. So the goblin right next to you, Thor, is going to he's got his scimitars out, dodging around your swords, and he's gonna come in swinging hard, try to get under your defenses.
All right.
I don't think he's able to.
Nope.
He looks like he's real bad at that.
I think we're all real bad at that.
We all bunch of amateurs.
Hand-to-hand combat is an art thing.
Which is sad for a soldier.
Yeah.
All right. The goblin down here in the corner, seeing his brother in chunks of ice, is going to fire. Like, he thinks that the dragon man has used some kind of crazy magic to freeze him to death, so he's going to just start firing wildly at you with his arrows. And yeah, you've got way too much cover. He's just shooting through all kinds of bushes, and he just can't seem to make anything.
Nice.
Lannis, the goblin next to you, enraged by the death of his comrade, is going to start swinging wildly. He's going to be trying to like do all kinds of fancy, fun moves that he's not really jumping off the rock and just coming at you with everything he's got.
That will match my AC.
All right, so he's going to do 5 damage.
Ooh.
So he jumps off the rock, and he just kind of slams down right past your shield and hearty blow right into your shoulder. All right, and it's your turn to retaliate, Lannis. What are you gonna do?
Take my great sword and attack him again. Poorly.
We
now
just
you-
can't get this down.
Who just attacked?
Lannis. Yeah, you can roll a d4 and add it to that. You have the blast. If you just click over on the far left-hand side of the screen, there's like a little d20 symbol. You can click on the d4 and it'll roll for you.
So, well, 14 hit.
Unfortunately, not. He's wounded your shoulder. He's got you bleeding, and you're not able to kind of get the muster behind it, and he dodges out of the way. All right, Thor. It's gonna be.
Alright, so I pictures like after missing that much in the first round, he like takes 1 second to like catch his breath after storming over to him, and now he's gonna try one more time to hit with both swords.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a hit. So if you'll just click on the word longsword under each of the attacks, it'll. Okay. How do you horribly murder him?
So after missing the first 2, he's like, this is the first combat this party's going to see, and I just ran in and only hitting 3 branches. So this time he cleanly walks off and like bashes his arms to the sides and then just cuts his head off with both swords, and then kicks his body down onto the ground coldly.
All right. Yeah, he's not fighting anymore because he has no head. All right, Rascal. It is your time to shine, my friend.
I rush over the road to this goblin on a rock and try to squish him with my sledgehammer.
All right. Well, the squishing.
See if we can handle it this time. Baboom.
That
Boom.
handles it. That handles it pretty well. So just click on the maul button for me to get that.
Wait.
Oh, where in the chat box where your 24 and your 17 are,
Yeah.
just click the word maul and it'll.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, so go ahead and give me the death. How's it?
So basically, because I rushed onto the rock, I'm just jumping down and straight up slamming him into the ground, squishing him into nothingness.
Okay. Lannis, you're now covered in a thick coat of goblin gore and ichor. Enjoy that.
Sorry,
All
dude.
right. All right, Gerald, there is one goblin left. He's hiding over in a bush and firing arrows, and he looks like he's about to shit his pants. What are you going to do?
Let's see. Can I see him from where I'm at?
You can see him, like, you can't see him terribly well. He's kind of like in the bush, but you do know where he is from that area.
It's probably
Okay.
probably like half cover.
So I will stand up in the back of the cart to have a little bit more of a sight vantage, and I will take my quarterstaff and stamp it into the ground and cast Chill Touch. And a small spectral hand will crawl out from the ground near the goblin and try and grab him.
All right. The small spectral hand does grab him, and it starts to kind of he looks like he starts getting kind of pale from what you can see, and he starts shaking and freaking out. But he's not dead yet. You've done something, but it doesn't seem to have killed him.
And then I will like hunker back down in the back of the cart again.
This is great having a mage.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Get to hunkering. All right, Hamish. Your blessing has been idle so far, so what can you do?
I'm going to run to right here, and while I'm running, I'm going to scream at that goblin that's hiding in the bush, and just scream at him, come out and you'll live. Maybe we can quit. I don't know if I don't even speak goblin. But I'm going to say it in common and just try to intimidate him into coming out. Do I need to make a check?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an intimidation roll if you're trying to.
Oh, jeez.
You're kind of small, and all he's seen so far is you kind of like randomly chanting, so he's not as scared of you as he is of the rest of them, but he does look pretty. Is that all you're gonna do?
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
All right. The goblin is going to bug-eyed see the dead goblins, and he's going to attempt to just run away through the woods. He's going to start running this direction, and he's going to get into the woods and out of sight.
Darn.
All right. So it's going to be back. What would you like to do?
I would say look over these goblins. Is combat over?
It depends on if you all want to try to give chase or if you want to just go ahead and give it up now that he's kind of.
Well, it did kind of look like he ran a specific way, so maybe he's going for quote-unquote reinforcement.
Just
I say we can handle the midgets.
That's true.
If he dash, it's going to be hard to catch up with him. That's the only thing.
Yeah, we are far away anyway.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to get him.
If you would like to give chase, we can do that outside of the normal, like, he moves 30, you move 30 because he's too far away, and a skill challenge where he's trying to dodge through the woods and you guys are trying to chase him down, because that seems more fun.
Yeah, who has a good
right.
dexterity and a good... I mean, I'm assuming everyone's movement speed besides mine is 30.
Yep.
So, like, you could dash 60 feet.
You could dash
And if
60
you have a
feet.
high dexterity,
Someone
you
would
might be
reach
able
him.
to catch them. And we could all be running behind you as much as we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Actually, okay, let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna dash 60 feet towards where the goblin was and give chase.
And I'd go 60 feet due south.
I will do the same.
As
Okay.
well.
So if you're all gonna start chasing the goblin, I want everybody to make me athletics checks. Um, athletics or acrobatics, whichever one's better for you, and describe to me how you're giving chase and how you're using the skill that you're using. Just kind of if you're using acrobatics, like how are you doing that going through the wood?
Say, I am not actively running after Chase as everyone else is taking off after this goblin. I look around and like, well, shit. Okay, guys. I'll take care of the horses and be there in a little bit. So I'll take the 15 minutes and pull the horses off to the side, tie them to the tree, and then casually walk my way in the direction everyone else went.
Yeah, and Hamish is gonna kind of jog and bring up the rear.
All right, makes sense.
So,
So
I'm just gonna rush through everything, like bushes and everything. Nothing stands in my way.
So I just follow the trail that has been plowed through by this dragonborn.
Yeah, I guess I would do the same. But as I like realize, okay, I'm actually that interested in following it, I just turn around and walk back to the dead horses to help with them removing them.
all right, Lannis and Rascal, you guys are actually making really good tucking and weaving in and out of the bush. And up ahead of you, not actually all that far away, it looks like the goblin has gotten himself kind of he's been stumbling through. He looks kind of scratched up, like he fell in a briar bush or something. And you guys are close enough that you can go ahead and engage and try to attack him.
Try to grapple him. Does anybody speak Goblin?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I think I actually have one language I haven't picked, but I won't pick Goblin just for that. I speak
Quick,
Orc,
learn Goblin.
If that is a dialect of Goblin.
Orc.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean they're similar. They're not. You probably wouldn't be his language, but you may be able to get your point across if you use Orc to speak to him.
Okay.
So you
But
want to?
I'm not there.
Yeah. So who's gonna try? Are you all trying to?
I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll. Just a non. You can just say it's non-lethal if you're just trying to,
Can I use my maul for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do a leg
Roll,
sweep.
just don't try to crush it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him my best shot.
All right, you hit it.
Did I knock him out?
Give me a damage roll.
Okay.
Let's see. Yep, you just knock him. You club him on the head, kind of swipe aside and just take his head, and he just kind of bangs into a tree and stands there for a second and wobbles, and then just falls face down. A little bit of drool kind of dribbling out and some blood coming off the top of his head.
Okay.
Alright,
I basically continue.
I throw the goblin over my shoulder and return to where the horses were dead.
Pull all his weapons
I
off of
return
him.
with him.
All right, so you all make it back up here to the road, and as you see, the horses are kind of tied up a little bit, and Gerald's kind of chilling. And they come tramping back through the bush with their goblin in tow.
Pull all his weapons off of him and tie him to this tree, and then we'll pour some water on his face, see if he'll talk.
All right. You splash water in his face, and he kind of starts to sputter.
So who speaks orc?
I've got Orc. What do we want to say to him? Because
Ask
he
him,
looks angry.
ask him what happened to the horses and
I mean, we did just kill all his friends or family. So.
Valid point.
they could have been out hunting for all we know.
Okay, so in Orcish, I will demand to know what they are doing here.
Okay, as you start yelling at him, he's gonna kind of look at you. He just looks like he's trying to like decipher what you're saying. And you ask what he's doing here.
Yeah, well, what they're doing here.
Obviously, he starts just speaking in common, but it's like kind of broken. Obviously, we're here trying to take out caravans on the road. We need to eat, you know. What the hell are you doing here?
Tell him
Well,
that's
obviously
none of his
defending
business.
We're obviously a caravan. So, stop and I think for a moment, and so there's more of you.
Of course there's more of us. There's millions of us. We're innumerable. Our numbers are uncountable. We will swarm the earth. We will devour it all. And he's just like ranting. You know, the blood is like kind of trickling down his head, and he just looks like he's going crazy.
Guys, I feel like we're not gonna get anything.
Yeah, bash his head in and let's go.
So, I look at, so what do we get if we let you go?
Forge like turns his head towards the dragon. Like, are you kidding me?
What do you get? You'll get eternal rewards. For I, Radrak the Great, the Grand and Powerful, will grant you all the lands and all of the horses and the food that we can give you. We have rats. We have lots of rats.
I like caught in like just kill him, please.
Well, y'all are all standing next to him. I'm not.
If he's got all kinds
just
of lands
talking.
and horses, what in the heck is he out here knocking over caravans for?
Okay, so to shut him up, I basically shove a lot of grass. Get some quiet for a second.
Okay, he just.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so what's the plan? What do we do with him?
I say we.
Here, I drag everybody away from him a little bit and just leave him tied up to the tree.
I say drag all these dead bodies over next to him, and put a sign around his neck that says, "This is what happens to thieves."
Okay, so my thought with it is, if there's a goblin raiding party, maybe there's an encampment.
Yeah, there's got to
somewhere?
be a base somewhere.
Maybe if we let him go and just don't say anything, he will lead us to it. Do you think we can take one out?
That was kind of my thought process.
But if he
Because
leads
you're
us there
basically-
and there's like 800 goblins, we could be in trouble.
That's true.
Yeah. Goblin nest can be really big.
And it's not really our job, so maybe we should actually like talk to the people who employ us.
Well, what we could do is stick the dead goblins on poles, so other people that come this way know that there might be an ambush.
Okay, so do we kill the other one over here then too?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Well,
if he
well,
gets
we-
free,
why don't we ask him to see if anybody was riding the horses first?
Well,
Sure.
I mean, they wouldn't be just random horses, would they?
Or what happened to the last caravan?
Yeah, I think that's a way better question. What
Okay.
happened to?
yeah,
But they
if we let
probably
him go,
took it to the captain. No.
Does the goblin understand common?
Yeah, he's understanding everything y'all are saying.
Can I ask him where these horses came from, and signal to the dead goblins, tell us, or we may let you go. We might make you join your friends here.
Give me an intimidation check. You're gonna have advantage on it, obviously. Yeah. He looks pretty scared. He says, his mouth is still.
I just ripped the gag out of his mouth.
Well, the people, the other people who on the horses. Yes, we took them. Yeah, just like we were told. We just did what we were told. We took them to the keep, to the castle, to the cave. Yes, it was a dwarf and a man. So the little short one like you and a tall one like you. Yeah, we took them. We took all their stuff, and it was great. And I ate part of that horse. And he kind of points over to one of the horses that has like his leg gnawed up. He's like, I ate part of it. It was delicious.
Who told you?
Who told me? What do you mean, who told me? The king of...
Oh.
And who's the king?
King of goblins.
Goblin King.
Yes, of course. He's my king. King of the Cragmaws. But, I mean, I guess, technically, the person who ordered it was Clark. I don't really like Clark very much, but he's the biggest. And he told us to come out here, and he told us to, we just do kind of what we're told, I mean, I gotta eat. I got a family to feed. A lot of little goblins. A lot of little goblins. I have so many goblins to feed. You don't even understand. And I can barely feed them horse meat.
Ask him to describe the location of where the people were taken.
Well, I took them to our hideout. It's just through the woods down that way. He said you just gotta follow the trail and find it. It's a big old cave. There's a whole bunch of goblins in there, hundreds of them. Probably 600 goblins.
600
Can
goblins.
we tell if it's exaggerating?
Yeah, someone do an insight check. Who's got a good insight? See if he's full of crap.
Definitely an insight check.
I got +5. Oh, there you go, Gerald.
I have +3. That's not good. Okay, Gerald.
All right, Gerald. As you hear him just like spouting these ridiculous numbers, he's completely full of shit.
Okay.
Like there's no way there's that many goblins in a cave.
All right.
Making stuff up.
I pull one of my longsword up to his neck and say, "If you don't tell the truth right now, you're dead."
His eyes start shifting left to right. He's like, I am telling you the truth. I'm sure. I mean, there's at least 800 goblins. Yeah, you don't want to go there. My children are there. My babies. Would you kill my babies?
Gladly. I just say coldly.
I would say I would not kill your babies, but this gentleman, on the other hand, is difficult to stop.
Okay. All right. Look, I'll level with you. There's like 15 of us. Okay. It's not like a huge operation we have going out here in the woods. We're just trying to take out the caravans. We do what the king tells us. We do what Clark tells us, and the king tells Clark what to tell us to do. So I don't know. I can't help you much more than that. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lie. Just don't kill me.
I lower the sword again. So I look at oh, sorry.
Do we want to go there, or do we want to continue? Because it sounds like some people got kidnapped here.
My question is, are people still alive? Goblins do tend to kill people fast.
And they took them to the castle, not the outpost, right?
Are you asking
He said he took him to the. I thought he said he took him to the cave.
Yeah, okay. No, I was asking the party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we asked the goblin where the prisoners are. Are they in the cave or in the keep?
Well, we took the tall one. We took him to the cave. I think he's still there. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with him. But the short one, yes, he went to the. I don't know why, but the king really wanted him there for some reason.
Is the cave closer than the keep?
Yeah. The cave's not that far from here. That's kind of where we all hang out. That's where we live.
And what are we transporting? What's in the cart we've been transporting?
The stuff you've been transporting, it's like provisions and gear and things like that.
Okay.
They need to go to the.
Does anybody have a map where the goblin can mark the cave in the keep?
Or does he describe it accurately enough for us that we got a pretty good
Or
idea?
he's tied up and we just take him with us.
Yeah, he could show us the way.
But he could scream and alert the others.
Well, we could gag his mouth.
That's true.
He seems pretty interested wanting to live.
That's true.
Yeah, gag him,
Gag him up.
tie him up real good on like a 6-foot leash, and the strongest person grab the leash, and as he's leading us, just tell him if there's any shenanigans, we get rid of him.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Also, Lanius, you need to get all that goblin gore out of you. It smells disgusting.
And what do we do with the
Um,
cart in the meantime? That's the question. Just leave it tied up here, or what?
Well, I got the horses tied to a tree. I don't think it'll
Okay.
go anywhere.
Okay. According to him, anything that would come for it would be, probably coming from the south.
The direction we're going anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just check out the cave. It's not gonna take us 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay,
say let's do
as
that.
As you guys are kind of discussing this and talking to the goblin, Gerald, you notice, like, you suddenly realize, like, now that you've gotten closer and your squeamishness has kind of calmed down, when you look at the horses, you realize that that's definitely Gundrick's horse, and the guy that was with him, Sildar, those are definitely their horses.
Oh shit, guys. I think this was our employers.
Oh
orders
dear.
here.
Fuck.
Come on,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we gotta go.
So
Okay.
I think we might need to save them or we don't get paid.
If we lose,
Okay, then I'm definitely.
if
on
we
board.
lose the wagon,
I'm on board.
we got a good excuse, right?
Yes. Yes, we do.
We thought saving you guys was more important than getting a cartload of boots and dry meat to wherever you. So yeah, I say we tie him up, gag him. The strongest person hold the leash and let him lead us to the cave first.
Yeah, agreed. Question, like, not question, but let's check the other goblins. Maybe they have something on. Just loot them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick loot of the bodies.
Just give me a perception if you want to start looting around on the bodies.
You want everyone to do that?
Everyone that's going to search the bodies, just give me a perception.
Good grief, I haven't rolled.
I'll
a
take the one I
two-digit number.
killed, if that matters.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, as you guys are kind of digging around, none of them are wearing almost anything. They're wearing kind of like loincloth, like jewelry made out of like bones. One of them's got like looks like a horse like leg bone, just as like a big ass necklace. Kind of looks like a Flavor Flav clock on him, like it's so huge. All their weapons are like secondhand, rusty. Look like they've been picked up from dead adventurers and never cared for or cleaned. So nothing really terribly useful. But you do find between all of them about 15 silver, just kind of in pouches and like just kind of tucked down in their loincloths, and some of them have it like up under their like feet, and they've got like some of them have like little moccasin type boots on. They're kind of up in there just.
Great.
Does somebody want to be the party bank and just add all the loot we find as far as gold and silver to their inventory?
I was just gonna type it into the group loot section.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, group loot,
Yeah.
that works for me.
That's what I put it there for. I was about to put it again. I didn't remember if I'd already.
Okay, so
Okay.
does it? Whenever I save it, does it pop up in everybody else's group loot?
Yep, everybody should be able to see it. So everybody can
Okay.
go in and
Yeah,
edit it.
I definitely see it.
Okay,
Mm.
question, where's the group loot? Where it is.
You know where your character list is at?
Yeah.
It's up under player handouts group loot.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thanks. Yeah, I see it.
Nice.
Okay.
So my idea would be we should put the goblins on staves so other goblins would not dare to come close, just in case.
Then
You know,
15
near the
minutes.
caravan, so they wouldn't try to raid it.
Well, I would say just grab the one that's already headless and poke his head on the
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
and then because one of them shattered into a lot of pieces and the other one is smashed.
Yeah.
Okay, good point. Just put the head on the stave and a spike and just
And then tie up our other guy and off we get.
yeah.
Okay. Are you guys wanting to rest for a minute, take a short break before you head out? I know one of you's got you. I don't think the rest of you took anything, but I know one of you is pretty hurt, so it's up to you.
I may have a cantrip that I can. Nope.
How much health do you have left, Lane?
I have 5.
Yeah, I'd say probably a short rest would be good, just so we don't get ambushed by anything else.
Yeah.
And gag the goblin for the meantime, just so he wouldn't shout.
Yeah, I'd say in that rest we could take the time to hide the caravan and tie up the horses.
Put one
And cover
goblin
it.
head on a stave. I'll hang out down here with the one goblin that we have tied up.
And we make the
just
goblin
like-
walk.
I'll feed him. So I'll share some food, a snack with him.
Aw.
Okay.
How generous. I say sarcastically in character.
Have a Cliff Bar.
Yeah, like here, I have some like bread and pudding.
Shit, that goblin's looking.
Dude, you give him a snack pack.
Yes, there we go. Except for he's tied up, so I have to feed it to him. Here.
Okay.
Okay, so you
So,
feed
like,
the
clean up
goblin
the goblin.
successfully.
Board. That's the goblin.
And then Panda's over there with me also. He's chilling there eating a snack pack too.
All right, so you guys are just—it's kind of like a middle school, playground. There's some crafts. That sounds good. Lanius, if you want to try to heal up, go ahead and roll your hit dice for me, so we know how much HP you recovered during the short. Okay, not great, but it's better than.
How short are you of your health cap right now? Are you the only
4
one that
short.
got injured?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm the front lane tank, so if we're lucky, it's nothing bad's gonna happen.
Say that one more time.
I'm the
Everything
front
bad can
laner.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so your rest kind of goes by uneventfully. You tie up the horses, kind of hide the wagon, goblin head on a stick. Make friends with the goblin and the snack pack. Normal adventurer stuff. And so about half an hour goes by, and Lanius, you're feeling a little bit better now. You've had time to breathe and kind of like regain yourself, but you're still hurting a bit. So you guys want to head, get the goblin to lead you to the cave?
Yeah, the cave.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm gonna grab the rope and.
And of course, we don't want him to lead us right up to the front door. We want to be just where it's in visual range.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky,
Yeah.
sneaky, indeed.
So we could see it, but they couldn't see us.
Okay, so you guys start heading through the woods. He leads you north. You start moving through the woods. It gets a bit thicker the further it. Gerald, you were the one feeding the goblin, right?
Correct.
Do me a favor. Just give me a straight charisma check.
Okay, let me find my list again.
Yeah, just do a charisma save. Like that's
Okay, charisma save.
okay.
Nice.
So as you're traveling, the goblin seems to have taken a liking to you, and as you're walking, after about 10 minutes, he starts like kind of tugging on your robes. What's the marching order here? How are you guys moving through?
I'm in front. The school is in front.
Say, I would probably be towards the middle rear.
Yeah, I think I would be on the other side of the.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
I'll take it the rear.
I'll be right behind the front runner. Hamish will be right behind them.
Because
The
a
tank.
hurry is something that I am never in.
Okay, sounds good. So as you're moving along, the goblin starts like kind of tugging at the hem of your robe, Geralt. Do you have him gagged right now?
Yeah, I think that's what we agreed on.
Yeah, he's gagged.
Okay.
So,
He's gonna kind of look at you and tug on your robe, like he's trying to.
and I look at, okay, you're, yes. So I'll go over to him and I'll pull the gag down and you trying to say something?
Before
Yes.
that, before he answered, I just quickly turn around and put my sword up to his throat in case he starts screaming. Because we have no idea how close we are to the encampment.
Valid point.
Okay. Rascal, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay, perception check.
Okay. So the goblin starts speaking. He says, "Ah, you have to be careful. There's traps on the head for you to run into them. There's one right up here." And just as he says that, Rascal, you see like a very poorly hidden like rope trap. It's just like a circular rope on the ground. You know, it's kind of strung up to a tree. Looks like it would just hang you upside down if you stepped into it, but it's like right on the trail. There's like 5 leaves placed over top of it. Like it's not well hidden.
Okay.
As soon as I realize he's not screaming, I put the sword down.
Okay.
And I tell him thank you.
As I
Kind of raises my eyebrows, it's like a goblin that's helping him, and like a camp. What's it called? Caravan. That's something new.
So the one that raised the eyebrows, I just kind of like glance over and cut my eyes at him. Then I look back at the goblin, and kind of casually mention one of my best farm hands was a goblin.
I've only seen goblins in battle, and I despise them mostly because they are cowards.
Okay, so I look at the goblin and ask if he can lead us through the traps without offsetting any of them.
I could. Just leave the gag off me, please. That's it really dries my mouth out. And I mean, if you have any more of those snack packs, that'd be.
We'll talk about one of those as we continue.
Okay. All right, no problem. So so as you guys continue on, after about another 15 minutes, he kind of puts his hands on, like, okay, all right, we're gonna need to go around here, and he kind of points up, and you see the dirt in the road ahead of you is not all like a uniform color, or it's not the kind of uniform, vague dirt color. Looks like other stuff has been moved on top of a pit, and says, yeah, we just had to go around. There's a pit right there, and I really don't want to fall in that, and I'm sure you don't either, so we should probably just go around it. And he kind of leads you off to the side of the trail around the pit. So
I just
as
kind
you
of
guys...
glare at everyone.
No. I'm still mildly surprised.
Yeah, same here.
So as you guys continue on, it takes about another 20 minutes, and he says, okay, all right, we're almost there. It's about another 2 or 3 minutes up that way. We should probably start being quiet. They're gonna have sentries outside. Could you I won't alert him, I promise. I won't scream. I'm kind of tired of Carl. He's kind of an asshole, and I don't care what you guys do. I'm pretty much outie at this point. So if you just let me go, I won't alert them. I won't say anything. We'll go our separate ways. Maybe give me another snack pack before I go. A little something for the road. That'd be cool. I mean, I understand.
Okay. I look at him and intensely ask one question, and the question is your family really in there or not?
I mean, family's like a loose word. Like,
Is what
mean,
is
like, I mean, some of them are probably my brothers. It's kind. I'm not really sure. We don't really.
Not your direct family then.
Yeah, I mean, maybe my mom. I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard to keep track. It's been a while since I've really like cared about any of that. I've just been floating around between Carl's crew and these other goblin bands, and it's just just a nightmare, really. I think I'd rather go be a farmhand. And I see what that one you were talking about kind of into. Seems like it'd be a little more peaceful than this.
So if
we let him go, we need to tell him he's got to turn around and run to the north. He's welcome to anything in the cart we brought, but we don't want to see him back here for several hours. If we let him
Isn't
go.
the cart the things we're supposed to deliver?
Yeah, we're supposed to deliver those things. He can't have those things.
No.
Yeah, but he can't.
We're not giving
He
him
can't
that.
carry it all.
Ruin your reputation.
It's going
Straight
to
away.
be a bunch of stuff that can't fit him and a bunch of dried meat. I don't know. I just don't. I don't think we should let him go to go into the camp.
Well, we should give him something for making our lives easier.
Or say not the snack bars, right? That's what he asked for.
Yeah, we could give him something. Oh, Goblin, one more question are there any traps in the cave?
Any traps in the cave? Well, kind of. It's not really a trap so much as if they know you're there, they're gonna like just flood the shit out of the cave. So you just gotta be careful. Like they really like to do it. I can't stand it. Like it's really annoying. Washed away like a really good game of cards I had going the other day. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah, you just gotta be careful.
Speaking of washing, is there a stream nearby?
There's a stream. It's up ahead. It flows out of that cave. He kind of just points to the.
Okay, so do we want to send him on his way?
Guess so. I guess he has earned the freedom.
Yeah, he's earned it well enough.
Okay. Snack pack it is.
Maybe. Give him 2 just for the sake of it.
Okay.
I don't know if I have 2 left.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah, I'm lawful good. I'll go along with that.
He'll take it from you and kind of look at it like a little bit greedily, and he'll thanks. I'm gonna get out of your hair now. Just be careful. Carl, he's a real asshole. I'm telling you, man. You don't want to fuck with that guy. And he like takes a snack pack. He starts like running through the woods. Like he just disappears into the brush. And you just hear like slurping, nasty, sucking noises as he's just like sucking this thing down.
Okay.
Right then.
So, guys, my question is, as the river is near, it should be possible to flood the cave. Oh, wait, we would kill the survivors. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like your way of thinking. I would point out.
Last resort.
But he said the river flowed out of the cave.
Oh, yeah. Well, he said also. Yeah.
How did they flood it then?
We could just We would just cause a cave in at the entrance, make it flood from the inside.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea, but the main problem is that the people we want to save are in the cave. Not the best option there.
Yeah, you just need to sneak up there and case the joint and see what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's one way.
Yeah, and he said there were also sentries in the woods.
So how far are we from the cave, and can we see it right now?
Okay, so as he runs off, you start as you start moving forward, you hear the sounds of a stream just kind of coming through, and it gets a little bit louder and louder. Can you all see the map that
I see a black square.
Yeah, because our tokens aren't on it. So if you set up our tokens for dynamic lighting.
Oh, right.
Oh, my bad. Let me see.
last.
Okay. Can you all see now?
I
Yep.
can see myself. No one else.
I have. Oh, hey, wait. I see the corner. There I am. Yep, I've got myself on there, and that's it. Because I'm sure everybody else is in the
Same
dark
here.
somewhere. Oh, I didn't want to go up there. I'm supposed to be down here still.
Can we move ourselves
hell?
to barely onto the map? I see a goblin head over there.
So down here on the black, I'm off the map, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't see you. That's for sure.
Okay, because right there, I mean, I've got a goblin right.
Is that the goblin we
there.
let go?
Yeah, that's the no. That's not the goblin. It's probably someone else. Someone else. Okay, so I'll be honest. Like I'm kind of big and kind of clunky. So sneaking isn't my strong point.
I'm like fat and waddly.
I'm short and stumpy.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I gave you all sight so you can at least see the map to.
Oh.
Okay, so as you guys move forward, you see that there's you see this large stream kind of flowing out of the mouth of a cave. And you see there's kind of a briar, like a large area of brush right across the stream over on this side, and you can hear goblin voices coming from that side. It sounds like they're just like messing around, shooting the shit, like not really paying a lot of attention. They haven't seemed to notice you yet as you kind of creep up towards the river, towards the little stream.
Okay, so kind of whisper and point and make sure everybody knows that there's something over there.
I
show
nod in
thumbs
like
up, I can see
approval.
something.
And so that
And,
stream's only about not even 5 feet wide. It's about 5 feet wide.
Yeah, and it looks like it's very shallow. Like it looks like you could just walk through it without any problems.
Why don't somebody like run like right here? And
You mean run across the river?
Yeah, and everybody else kind of go right here, and we surround them.
Okay,
Maybe.
Hey, I could be the front lane tank and rush over the river and take their like. They're gonna notice me, so probably all of them will rush towards me. So you can just, if I manage to survive that, you can just like.
I'll go with
attack
you.
from
I'll go
behind.
like right behind you.
what we don't want is them getting into the cave.
Right. So that's what I'm
Right.
saying. If you come charging across the river and get to like right here.
So, and then maybe somebody can move in this direction here and keep them from going further back that way.
I will gladly do that.
Okay, so we have our.
Yeah. I could probably move
And-
up in here.
And then I will just try and blow up whatever pops out.
All right.
So plan set. Okay, I'm gonna rush right here.
Okay, and I'm gonna go right behind him and be on the bank right there.
I'm gonna
I'm
go a
gonna
bit
move
further up.
right here.
Okay, so if you guys are going to be moving up there, are you trying to move quietly, like to get into position?
Yeah, as quietly as we can.
Okay, everybody roll me a stealth check.
Okay. That's not gonna end well for me.
Gerald's invisible, apparently.
Oh God.
I'm not going anywhere, guys.
I
This is-
stumble into the water.
Hey, as long
Okay.
as you stumble in quickly with your hammer drawn.
Yeah.
So you guys start moving forward. Gerald's like fucking like ducking and diving and dodging and doing fucking front flips and shit like into the bush, silent as a whisper. And the rest of you are like,
It's Homer Simpson.
boom, boom.
It's Homer Simpson just backing off into the brush.
pretty much. And the rest of you just start just like, other than Lanius is actually, yeah, you're super quiet. Like your armor is not somehow, it's not making a whole bunch of noise. The rest of you just come splashing through the water, like, I'm being quiet. Yet somehow the goblins don't notice any of you
What?
What?
because as bad as all of that was, they both rolled zeros on their perception checks. So
Nice.
not sure how that happened, but it did. So
Oh shit.
if you would like to go ahead and attack, you guys will get surprise, obviously, because they
Okay.
are basically blind, deaf, and dumb.
Do we get advantage on surprise attacks?
Yes. I think it should be like that at least. Do we get those then?
Do we get vision like ahead of us, where I'm standing, as well,
Okay. So
like up to steam?
my plan would be I would attack the second goblin right here and
I will
smack.
just Ray of Frost the one in front of me.
Ugh.
Okay, real quick, everybody go include.
Say again?
Initiative. I didn't catch that. Initiative for our turnover order.
Yeah, everybody just click your token, roll initiative, so that in case
Are
they
you
don't
serious?
die.
I haven't rolled a double-digit number yet.
Oh my lord.
And wait 1 second. Where the fuck was it? Initiative. Okay, got it. 10. I got a double digit.
Nice.
My first double digit.
Apparently, I'm good at everything but attacking.
All right, Thor. So you've got the first attack, if you'd like. I mean, you can always just pass it, but yeah, they are surprised, so they are not going to go into the yard.
Right. Well, I'm gonna swing at them with my trusty dual wielding.
Okay, with advantage, that does hit.
Okay.
So just roll your damage for me. That both of them hit.
Alright.
Wait, Longsword has double
Since you
hit.
hit with the second.
That's cool.
All right. So how do you silently murder him? And by silently, I mean as loudly as humanly possible. Somehow.
Somehow.
Right.
silent.
So I dash over to him and I just, with with both swords at the same time, slash him from the side, so he like gets crushed into the tree with my sword in him.
Okay. Just as that, you kind of like slash into him, and he just like blood just starts to run out of his mouth, and he doesn't even get a scream out. And the other goblin just starts to turn to look and be like, "What?" It'll be Gerald's turn.
Can I just use my Ray of Frost that I shot him with, or hit the button for a second ago, or you want me to roll it again?
Yeah, that's fine, man. You
Okay.
can use that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead. So how does that?
Just as his mouth starts to open in a panic, it's the same blue little beam of energy that just hits him and freezes him solid all the way through. And then we have a little goblin ice statue.
Okay.
Yeah, they are both super dead.
Let's go.
All right,
Alright.
so they're dead. They're done. There's like looks like there's like a small table set up over here where they were at, and there's like crude bone dice kind of sitting on the table that look like they were just like carved out of whatever horse bones they could get a hold of, and there's like wooden planks set up along the briars kind of over here on this side. They look like they are made to have like a little slit in it so the goblins can sit behind it and fire when they're paying attention at people over here on the other side of the briars.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna check if they have something on them, something good or useful.
I will lean against the wall right next to me and look ahead of me to see if anything weird is going on. Like just keeping an eye out, I guess.
Okay, everybody give me perception checks. Or yeah.
Oh,
Nice. Great.
It's just not going good.
Okay, between the two goblins, you find about 20 coppers on them. Again, nothing really other than those those crude bone dice that don't look like that actually roll very well, and all the numbers are just kind of carved out. It looks like, and they're painted with like something brown that you hope is mud. It's kind of like painted the little dots in it.
Okay, let's just take the copper. We don't need anything else.
And
Gonna put
the
that
rest
in
of you that aren't searching them, you can hear you can't hear very much coming from inside the cave through the cave mouth because the water's streaming out pretty constantly, so it's kind of loud. But Gerald and Lanius, you can hear like growling, and it kind of sounds like dogs eating something, and it seems like it's kind of coming from close to the cave mouth where you guys are at.
So I relay to everyone possible guard dogs.
The question is, how do we deal with the guard dogs? I mean, we can rush, and stealthing probably isn't gonna be an option.
Anybody good at animal handling?
I was a farmer.
Yeah,
My
I'm not
entire
good at-
family behind farmers, but I learned nothing, so can't help you there.
But
I don't have-
and to say animal, I am good at animal handling, but I don't enjoy it very much.
I'm not a fan of animals.
What's your bonus? What's your animal handling bonus?
Oh, I'm proficient, but I have a 0 bonus, so it's just a +2.
Okay.
I'm 1+1.
I'm +3.
+1.
Depending on what kind of
0.
dog it is, I might be willing to.
Okay, so let's go with the +3 and let's try to tame the dogs.
Do we see the
Do you
dog?
want to hide these goblins first?
We can throw them in the river. They're gonna.
Well, it's really shallow. I say stuff them in the bushes over
Just
here.
push them all in
Yeah.
the bushes.
Yeah, okay, let's do the bushes. Oh, let's put them in their hiding spot.
Well, one's in multiple pieces and the other one's frozen to a statue.
I'm like, sorry, not sorry.
Stick them way back over here.
Just
Yeah, okay,
push
let's
them off
put
in the
them way
bushes
back there.
somewhere.
Yeah, okay. I pick one up and throw it into the woods.
While you guys are discussing what to do, if you'll give me just 1 second, my internet's kind of being a little bit weird. I just need to check something super fast.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I-
Let's just do a 5-minute break real quick.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I'm cool with
Anyone
that.
needs to hit the head or whatever.
Yeah. This is going kind of well, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Like even if we can't stealth for shit, somehow we're stealthy. So. So guys, how much experience do you have with D&D?
Legit, my first game.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here, first game.
Nice. This is my on this website second game, and in real life I've played with my friends once or twice. So yeah.
Nice.
This having a good story plus a good map, that this makes a real big difference, and this is really nice.
I could imagine, yeah.
But surprisingly, we don't have a healer. We have a damage mage, but
Yeah. It's fine. We
Yeah,
don't
it's
need healers.
no, we're tanky enough. Come on,
like we like all melees, right? Except one.
Yeah.
Was
As
it
long as he-
my original design that actually applied into this game with was a tiefling barbarian,
Oh,
but
wow.
I was told we already had a barbarian, and I was like, okay, well, I have plenty of things I can come with.
Yeah. This is my first time going barbarian. Like usually, first game I went assassin type. The second I was a healer, and now it's like okay, I want to be in the front lane and take like damage for the team.
Yeah, say
All right.
I very rarely play, so I DM most of the time.
Oh wow.
So this is one of maybe a handful of sessions that I've ever physically played in.
Wow. So you enjoy more DMing than playing the game?
Well, yes and no, because I think of a million different characters that I want to play.
Oh.
Yes, because I enjoy building the worlds.
Yeah, I can see the fun in that.
All right,
I
guys.
just wanna-
I'm sorry. I was just letting you know I'm back. Sorry about all that.
Oh, cool. We're
No
just
problem.
discussing.
Oh, it's good. It gave me enough time to get a Cliff Bar.
Okay.
You got
so
a snack pack?
Yeah, all that talk about snack packs made me hungry.
Yeah, I have a snack pack near me. So okay, so I'm gonna pick up the frozen goblin and hard throw him in towards the woods.
Oh,
Is the steam going? I'm guessing the steam word is going down southwards, right? The steam.
Yeah, it's flowing
Yeah,
to
we
the
the
have-
south.
stream's flowing south out of the
Yeah.
cave.
Okay. No.
So yeah, I would throw him like north, south, east, south, north, east,
Okay, so
south,
you're
east,
just-
southeast.
So you just chuck him into the
Yeah.
woods down there. Okay. All right, you're just gonna leave the other one frozen.
No, I was throwing the frozen one.
Oh,
I
you're
guess
throwing
we
the frozen one.
the disembodied one. Can we just throw down the steam?
Yeah,
The river?
And just toss him over here in the bushes.
I was just wondering how far I could get him.
All right, give me an athletics check. Let's see how far you chuck.
That would be funny. Athletics, yeah.
Yeah, give me an athletics. Let's see what we get.
Okay.
All right, you kind of like spin him around, and you go to hurl him, and he just like he's covered in ice, so he's pretty damn heavy. He just and he goes about 20 feet, and then just lands and shatters. And it's very loud shattering.
I kind of hoped for a critical 20. That would have been so nice.
Yeah, he's a little slippery too, so you couldn't really get the range you wanted.
Oh well, 20 feet is a nice throw. Not a goblin.
And he's in pieces, so.
Yeah. Can't say that happens to a lot of goblins.
Well, this is the second one we've seen today.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the plan?
Okay, we have guard dogs, possibly of some sort.
Yeah. So we have two options, right? Like the three options. We could try to stealth in. We could try to send our animal trainer in, and maybe he can get something done. Or we could just be loud as fuck and just try to bash in.
Can we see the dog from where we
Yeah,
are? Like I'm standing right here. Hamish is right here.
No, you see that like the cave goes in, it travels along with the stream for a good ways, but you do see there's like a cut in over on this side, and like what looks like some kind of like worked stairs that
Right
lead
here?
up into the cut area. Yeah,
Okay.
right up here. So if you move forward, you should, Hamish and Lanius, you both have dark vision, so you should be able to see in the cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
kind
rest
of
of you, it's gonna be
peek
dark,
forward
because
just a little bit.
there's no light emanating.
What time of day is it outside at the moment?
It's about midday. The sun's pretty high in the sky.
I cast light on the end of my staff.
Okay, so do I hear sounds coming from right here, from where I'm standing? Can I hear? Do I need to
Yeah,
make
you can hear the sounds are coming from inside the cavern area right there to the right. You can definitely, that's where the dogs sound like they're coming.
So I can kind of over my shoulder whisper these guys that there's some stairs going up right here to the right, and it's opening into a small cavern, and there's some sounds coming from there.
Yeah, you can relay all that information quietly. The stream is loud enough that you can talk normally, and you don't think you'll really be overheard.
All right, so I do that and tell everybody what I see and hear.
Okay.
My thought is we should get into marching order and go up those stairs.
Yeah, I think if they have guard dogs, there's probably somebody with the guard dogs. So as soon as we come around the corner, maybe target the non-dog first.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna back up just a little bit so that people can get in their marching order.
You guys gonna move on up into, try to go up the stairs, or
Yeah.
who's gonna, like, what's the order gonna be here? And
Yeah, I'm gonna be first.
I think I should be second.
I'm
And-
staying like last or next to last.
And I'll go third.
I guess I'll take up the rear watch and see if any goblins come back.
Okay, so I'll go next to last.
Okay, and hey, Gerald, you cast light on yourself.
Yeah, just on the end of my staff, as I'm outside here, so it's not radiating into the tunnel yet.
Okay. I just want to put it on your token so everybody else can see.
Okay.
Now, do we want to ready any range weapons, daggers, javelins, that sort of thing?
Yeah, actually, guys, because we're in a cave that's
I hear
smaller,
somebody-
I would suggest not using dark. But if you
I
have
can hear
any
somebody
smaller ones,
breathing really loud.
yeah, who's breathing there, Mike?
Yeah, demonic.
Oh, it's me? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a fan or something, but every now and then it's just like a loud breathing noise.
Oh, 1 second.
Okay, so I would suggest we take some smaller weapons so we wouldn't hit the wall or anything like that.
Say that one more time.
My opinion is because a cave is slimmer, so like a great sword or a battle axe or a sledgehammer aren't the best weapons. You can hit the ceiling or something like that. So we should take like our smaller weapons.
Yeah, good point. I'm using a hammer, a one-handed hammer, and a shield, so I should be good.
Well, I'm just pointing it out because like if someone is using great sword.
Right. That's a good point.
I'm
So
going with my
what I'm
battle
carrying,
axes.
I'm good. I have a one-handed hammer and a shield. So if anybody else has like a really long,
Yeah.
As far as you, those of you who've like peeked inside and kind of looked through the cavern, as far as you can tell, it's actually, the ceilings are pretty darn high.
okay.
It's not terribly narrow, so it doesn't look like you'd be at a disadvantage using your larger weapons, because it's a pretty big, like, kind of cave complex. So
Okay, scratch what I said. Let's go.
So
yeah, it was a good
squares are
idea,
5 feet.
but I don't
right?
want anybody to be at a disadvantage when they really don't need to be in here.
Yeah, I understand. It's just like usually caves are slimmer. Okay.
All right, let's work our way toward those stairs right there, and be prepared because something's gonna probably be there.
Okay. So let's go in the
As you-
cave and
Go ahead.
As you move forward, you see some you all start to see those like uneven, like kind of worked stone steps kind of leading up into the right. appear into like a small cavern, and you just hear ripping sounds and snarling and growling, and you can see 3 wolves just kind of chained up, like there's like one big spike on the back wall, and they're all 3 wolves seem to be chained to that one spike, and they're all kind of like scratching and clawing at like bones that are down there. Like looks like they're just trying to get any scrap of meat off they can, just like growling and spitting at each other. They all look really hungry. They look real skinny. And it doesn't look like there's anybody else in the room other than the wolves. And as you kind of like walk, past the stairs and can kind of like see in, they'll spot you and they'll just start growling even more, and they'll kind of like they won't rush at you, but they'll kind of take like defensive postures.
So, guys, can anyone calm them down a little?
I can try with animal handling. I
would prefer not to fight with the wolves. I'll be honest here.
All right, I haven't made very good checks here, but let me give it a shot.
Well, sometimes
it'd be just one roll for all 3 of them.
Yeah, just one roll for all 3. And before you make the roll, tell me what you're doing. Like, how are you trying to calm them?
Do I have anything on me? Do I have maybe grabbed some of the meat from the truck, or do I have some dry meat on me, some rations or something?
You should have rations if you got like an adventurer's kit or anything like that.
Okay. So some of the dry meat from the
also a bunch of dead.
Yeah. We could have grabbed an arm from one of the
outside too. So, if you don't feel like using your own rations, there's always goblin meat to go with if you feel like it.
Okay, so I'm just going to kind of slide some of that across the floor between them, and then speak to them in a very calming manner. Oh
wow, that's
there
great.
We go.
Okay.
Nice.
I was going to say do it with advantage, but I don't think you can get better.
Okay.
All right, so you start like very calmly talking to them. They start like ripping into the meat that you throw down there, and they kind of calm down, and they sit and they kind of look at you like they're waiting for more food. And they stop barking and growling at you. Like they still seem kind of hesitant, but not aggressive.
All right,
so guys, if we feed them enough goblin meat, I'm pretty sure they would attack the goblins.
No, I think
I see that. I think they
just want food.
Yeah, I think they'll attack anything that is edible.
a threat. Yeah.
I mean, at this
say
point, we've
try
quieted
to sneak
them.
on by.
Yeah, we've quieted them,
Yeah.
and it doesn't look like anything can come from anywhere else to release them.
Give me a whoever's actually up in there with them right now. Just go ahead and give me a perception check real quick. So,
you want me to do one as well? Hamish to do one as well?
Yeah, if you're up there trying, Hamish and anybody that's up in the cavern room with the dogs. Just
Yeah, I'm one of them as well. So 1 second.
18.
Shit.
I got an 18.
Hamish, you can see back here towards the back of the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of like a narrow fissure, like it's kind of cut open in the wall, and it looks like there's like bones and scraps and things like that, and just trash. It's kind of like laying at the bottom of this little fissure, and it kind of looks like there's a chimney, like a little natural chute that goes up from back here. And it looks like people have just been throwing garbage and scraps and stuff down to the dogs through this little chimney.
Oh, okay. You guys think it's worth me walking over there and digging through it real quick, since I've calmed the dogs down?
Well, if basically it points that it's like kind of a living quarters place where they eat.
Mm-hmm.
So their living quarters is right above us,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
And gives us info where they live.
Mm-hmm.
We could try smoking them out a little bit.
I would say let's not alert anybody if there is an upper level, which obviously there is. Let's not alert anybody to our presence.
We can always check back, right? Once we're
Yeah,
clear enough.
I agree.
And it's like I don't think, after what I've seen, that these goblins are that successful. So they might not have anything very valuable like laying out and about.
Yeah,
I think they would protect them more than just hounds if there was something valuable.
Yeah, and they wouldn't throw it in with the food and everything like that.
Yeah.
No, just
Okay.
Like, if the dogs aren't barking, we can continue moving forward.
Yeah, let's do that. We've calmed them down. Let's just keep moving.
Okay, so we basically move forward.
All right.
Okay, guys, follow me.
Okay, so as you guys start to move kind of forward in the through the cavern, it starts to slope upwards and around to the right. Are you guys moving quietly, or are you guys just walking north?
Yeah, we definitely need to move as quietly as we can, kind
Yeah,
of
we're trying to go quiet.
hugging the wall.
Okay, so the people who are going to be kind of up front, at least the first two people who are going to be up front as you're moving through, give me stealth.
Oh shit! This is not gonna end well, you know.
Oh, 1 second, I got accidentally reloaded the page.
Yeah. Okay, that's not completely horrible.
Okay. Just whenever you
Yeah. Stealth,
back
right?
in, yep.
Wait, it did it again. Okay, 1 second.
Wow.
Oh god.
So-
You are not good at stalking.
So as you're walking forward, everyone's kind of trying to be quiet and moving, pretty steady. You're kind of trying to like creep along the wall, and as you do, you feel like something slimy and weird slither down your hand.
Oh.
And as it does, you kind of like jerk back and let out like a little bit of like a screech,
Oh,
and
God.
like kind of like you get jostled away from the wall and kind of stumble over to the water, and you start splashing into the water. And give me a perception check real fast.
Everyone or
Just
Me. Yeah.
Nick, Rascal, you're the one that failed.
yeah, I'm in front. Yeah.
Oh, another nat one.
Perception. 1 second. I still have my chance to shine.
You yeah. So
Yeah, can't hear you, dude.
which do me a favor, whenever you're going to do your rolls and stuff like that,
Yeah.
if you at the very bottom of the chat box or the chat bar thing, it'll say as, and you can kind of click that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Click
yeah, yeah.
on your character name, so when you roll, I know which character's rolling. It's just immensely
cool.
easier for me.
Understandable. Yeah, done.
Yeah, it reset after I reloaded the page, so didn't
I
realize.
completely forgot about it actually.
That's fine. It'll just make it easier for me to know who's doing what. So yeah, so Dave, you see a goblin up there. Like you can see this like little bridge spanning across over the river. It's kind of probably about 10 feet 10-15 feet up. I guess not 10-15, it's 15 feet up. There's like this little bridge that goes into looks like little cavernous trails off to the right and the left from the main uh, thoroughfare here. And you see a goblin up there. He looks like he was kind of barely paying any attention until Rascal just like splashes into the water and shrieks, and he looks down and he sees him, and he tries to like hop back real quick and go through the cave through here, and he just disappears out of sight.
Okay, basically I turn around and say, guys, I think we've been spotted. So
Sorry.
Just as
With where I'm
Just as
standing,
you-
I'm standing, could I have seen that?
where are you standing at? Which sorry, I'm
Lanius.
just trying to think of
Where
Lanius.
Lanius is standing, could I have seen that goblin?
You probably let me see. You could have give me a perception check. Because he was trying to be as sneaky and quiet as possible. You didn't notice him. Just Dave.
okay, so basically I turn around, whisper quietly, guys, we might be kind of fucked. I saw a goblin scout running away.
Yeah, we might be kind of.
He's gonna
Sorry.
inform.
So maybe since we're this close to the entrance, they'll come down here. We set up a quick ambush outside.
Yeah.
We could do that. Yeah.
Maybe wait. Don't you think they will run up and release the dog?
Or we could go in the wolf pit because they're calm right now, and come if they come outside, and just run that way.
As you say, maybe we could go outside. You hear just a loud roar of just rushing water, just and it just starts cascading down. And
They're
the whole
flooding. We got to get out of here.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we can't go back the same way.
And yeah, it gets ready to start like shoving you guys. So everybody, tell me where you want to go. Over here to the left, you can see there's like a little inlet that has a ledge that goes up into it, and then there's the room with all the dogs in it over here to the right. So if you want to try to get to one of those, just let me know, and then you can make some checks
Guys,
to try to.
Am I capable of trying to get out to say here or here somewhere?
I mean, everybody.
You wouldn't be
could.
able to make it that far. Like the water's rushing really quickly,
Okay.
so you need to either
Then
try to get to one of those cuts or just
Before you rush up there, are we sure they're not calm just because we fed them? Like, if we run out of things to feed them, then surely they will turn on us.
Okay, so in my opinion, we should the same way the goblin went, because he's probably running to the safe spot, because he wants to be safe himself. So I suggest we go left.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. So everyone that's gonna try to jump into one of the cuts that can kind of get to there, give me an athletics check or an acrobatics.
Okay, do you want one from me too, since I went one backwards?
Yes. Everyone that's trying to get out of the way, I just want to go ahead and get checks from you to see if you can make it before the water hits you.
I'm just not getting any. Here's rolls. Oh wait, our party is split up. Get damn.
Okay, so Lanius and Rascal, both of you are attempting to get out of
We're screwed.
Tempting, that's the word.
We're
quite
screwed.
make it. So just as you're about to go up, like Gerald, you get up on the stairs and you're like, "Oh, I'm safe," and you turn around and realize that Lanius was trying to get up right behind you. And just as you realize it, the water sweeps him down, And Rascal, the same thing happens to you and Thor as you're like trying to cram into that little area. You just see the water come at you. Give me a another athletics check to see if you can stop yourself from being just swept away with the water.
All right.
Oh, God. Please, something. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm getting it.
Oh,
Okay,
Why couldn't I
Lanius,
have advantage?
Lanius, you are able to keep your footing. Is it kind of like you grab onto the side wall and the water rushes past and it tries to pull you off your feet and you're just barely able to cling on. Rascal, you're not quite so lucky. You get swept all the way out. The water just pushes you.
so the water's rushing which way now?
Out the door.
Okay,
Like the same way the
Okay.
streams go.
That way.
Like,
because
yeah,
I'm
the stream just kind of like picks you up and slams you, all just whoosh, just washes you all the way out, back out of the cave, and you take 1 bludgeoning damage. Wow.
Fine.
At least I'm that.
Like, you get kind of battered against a rock as you come flying out, and it just kind of nicks at your shoulder, and you just wash up on the shore, and then the water just slowly subsides and kind of gets back down to the normal size. So everything's wet in there, but now the stream's kind of normalized again.
Okay, so basically, I'll walk back in. Walk here. Yeah, here.
And I'll get out of the dog room.
Yeah, I'll climb downward as well.
Okay.
Just
And
at a
when-
point
and when
to
we
talk to you guys and just say, "Wow, that was one hell of a ride."
and I'm gonna relay now because I jumped to right here. That there's at least 2 goblins in this cave back here, about 30 feet. Back in here.
We should take care of the goblins so we can get attacked from behind. That's my
Yes.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
off, he ran in this direction. I didn't realize I had the token still invisible when I moved him. So he was running off to the right up here. But it does seem like there's something up to the left. Up here, it looks like you gotta go up a couple of, like not quite sheer, like little cliffs to get up that direction. Or you could keep going straight and the cavern kind of winds in an upward direction and along, just like there's like little stone steps and things like that are moving up and to the right underneath that bridge.
So what I think is that because the goblin who saw us was from the left side, there's probably a switch or something like that there. Flood the cave. We should clear it of goblins so they couldn't do it again.
And also say if the goblin went across the bridge to the east, then the ones over here may not know that we're here yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's possible, but it sounds to me like they flood the cave whenever there's some kind of trouble.
Well, the other goblin did say that they used to do this like for no reason as well. Because
Okay.
That's why he lost the
All right,
deck,
so
right?
let's just stay here for like 30 seconds and see if anything comes this way. If
Yeah.
nothing comes this way, that we know that the jig isn't up and they're not onto us, and we can. But let's just kind of scout it just for like half a minute.
Okay, agreed on that. Let's not rush into anything.
So after
So you
waiting,
guys-
say half a minute, do we detect any
Give me
ruckus?
perception checks.
Okay.
Oh, finally.
A 2-digit
Okay.
number. That's good. I did it.
So none of you see anything coming from the left. Nothing comes from kind of this direction
Okay.
into your sight, but you do see what looks like that same goblin pokes his head out like right here, to see if you guys are still there. And seeing that you're still there is going to turn and run back the way he just came.
All right,
So
we
if you
need to
guys want
haul
give
ass up
me-
these stairs.
Can I throw a
Yeah.
javelin at him?
He ducked back inside. I guess that's what he just said, right?
Well, he was about to. So if you want to chuck a javelin at him really fast, give me a just give me an initiative check. You don't have to click your token or anything. Just roll the initiative check, and I'm going to see if you're fast. Yep. All right. So give me an attack roll with the javelin. See if you can hit him before he.
Oh, right.
Not. No. Not. Back into that little hallway, and it just clangs off the wall. Ding, 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 falls onto the bridge and rolls off back down to the ground.
I say everybody dashes to up here.
Yeah, I'm dashing.
Yeah.
I'm rushing.
And we don't have time to get in the right order, so
I'm just staying in the middle of as many people as I can stay in the middle of.
yeah.
All right, so as you guys rush up that direction,
No.
you hear like a banging noise, and it's like a cat, 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 cat. And as you come around the corner, you can see there's a bunch of goblins in this room. There's two large areas right up here that look like one of them was a large pool of water, and all the stones were knocked out, and that's where all that water rushed down. But there's another pool over here, and you can see there's kind of like a natural little like geyser style thing, just kind of pouring water into this pool. And one of the goblins is over here just beating on these rocks, and he's trying to dislodge them to try to flood the area again as you come around the corner. So everybody roll initiative.
This is gonna be fun.
Sorry, hold on one second. Yeah.
Hey, look, a 2. We're
Hey,
gonna
look at
die.
6. We are not good at starting combat.
I mean, I'm doing fairly decent, I'd say.
Like 2, 4, 6. Oh, we're going like numbers are going well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Goblins are at 12, 20. Oh, 6.
1 and 2, oh god.
Shit. This is something. I haven't seen any. Like, this is like really bad initiative.
All right. So as you guys are coming around the corner, one of the goblins, it looks like he's directing the one who's like beating the rocks, and as he's directing, he turns around and he sees you running up the stairs. So go ahead and get in an order where you're not taking up each other's spaces, because I'm only seeing 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the front lane, so I'm on the first one here.
Yeah, the water up here is shallow enough, like where the water is just kind of flowing down, where you can stand in that water and it won't mess with you.
Someone's directly behind my token.
Okay, so Thor and Hamish, do we ever figure out who's going to be standing where? Just so you know.
I'm vibe betting here.
Okay. All right, so the goblin's gonna start shrieking. He's gonna pull out his scimitar, and he's gonna rush forward over here to Lanius, and he's going to.
I feel lucky. Doesn't want to mess with me.
Jesus. Yeah, I think he hit.
Ouch.
Ooh.
So you're still like brushing off the water, and you're kind of feeling a little bit weighed down by it, all up in your gear and soaking your clothes. And you try to like get your shield up in time. You're just a bit too sluggish, and he gets over top of it with his scimitar and just gashes you right in the shoulder, the same one that was injured earlier, and it starts to bleed. You start feeling pretty shitty. So now the one of the goblins is standing there, and he looks a little bit surprised as Rascal comes up the stairs like right in front of him, and he kind of looks at him for a second. And he squares off. He doesn't have anything in his hands. He looks around, and he finally makes a decision and pulls a scimitar out and just tries to stab you.
No.
Oh god.
I'm like doing the opposite of y'all's roll.
Okay, so I take 4 damage.
Yep, so he does 4 slashing damage. He just slashes across your arm and kind of cuts it, not terribly deep, but deep enough to hurt him. All right, Thor. You've seen your comrades are getting duffed up pretty good. So
So it's my time to shine. Can we both fit into there, or is it like?
you can move through your allies' squares, so that's not a problem.
Okay. So I guess I'll walk up to here, and then like attacking the one in front of me. With
Okay.
both.
You wouldn't be able to move through the goblins square, just your rascal.
Yeah.
So you can move to like here if you wanted to still attack that guy.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
And for this game, I'm going to be using the flanking rules. So if y'all are aware of those, it's kind of like a pseudo house rule. So if you're standing, say, rascals here, and someone's standing on the direct opposite side of an enemy, then you will both be flanking, and you'll have advantage on attack rolls.
Ooh,
So
nice.
straight mirror sandwich.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good positioning when you do that. Oh, okay. So which one are you attacking?
The one right in front of the school.
The one in front of rascal. Okay. So both of those hit. So go ahead and give me damage. Actually, give me damage for the first one.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. All right. Give me damage for the second. Okay. So you have murderlated it. So give me some good description.
Right. So I see my dear poor comrade Rascal getting beaten up, and I just rush, like kind of pushing him a bit towards me as I run past him, and then again like pushes like I just slash on the one sword onto his neck, and the other one across his leg, so he's like splatters down onto the ground.
All right.
And now you
Goblin
still have your movement available. Maybe you could move to one of the squares to the south, and you could be in a flanking position or something, and that would help me.
Yeah. I'll move over here, cold-blooded, like staring right at the goblin ahead of me, right in the face, saying, "Yeah, you're next."
Okay.
I think I've killed everyone.
Scared. All right, Hamish, what you gonna do?
Okay.
You got a dead goblin and a very cocky.
There's 2 left, right? I can't see from where I am.
No, there's more than 2 left.
Okay, I'm going to. This is a bonus action. I'm going to cast Healing Word at first level. So everybody everybody gets 7 health back.
Damn.
Wait, can you just click on the healing word spell on your character sheet just so I can see it? Because I think that's only for one.
Yeah, it's only one person.
It says, let me copy the description. Oh, a creature of your choice. Yeah. Okay, who got hit the hardest?
Me.
I'm going to cast it on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, Lanny is definitely get a little bit done.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Lanny gets 7.
that's a nice heal actually.
And then where can I move from where I am?
You could move forward if you move in the right here. you can you'll be right next to one of the goblins.
Okay.
And if you try to move, like you could move to here and not get an opportunity attack against you from him. But that's if you move any further, then you'll get opportunity.
I'll move there and I'll attack him with my since that was a bonus action, I still have an action, right? So I could attack with my hammer.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that. There, it's a hit for 4 points.
Oh, nice hit. Okay. All right, you kind of crack. Are you wielding a mace?
It's a hammer.
A hammer. Okay, so you take your hammer and you swing it like sidelong, and it just like crunches into his arm, the one that's not holding the scimitar, and it kind of goes dead limp at his side. He starts to kind of like slump a little bit, but he's still standing.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
All right, so Thor, the goblin that you have now menaced as you ran forward towards him, he looks at you and he is just not impressed. So he's gonna slide
What?
over one, and he's going to attack you with. He's got you flanked, so he's gonna go ahead and give you the old scimitar. God dang!
Holy shit! Okay, that's what you get for being cocky.
Ow.
Yikes!
Oh,
Yeah,
Holy fuck, what are these goblins?
he feels like a badass, and he is a badass. So as he moves over, you realize that your defenses are open because you've got a goblin behind and in front of you. So the one behind you starts kind of menacing you. You're kind of trying to defend, and as you do, the one in front of you kind of comes in with a scimitar and slashes you on the right calf, and just kind of takes a big old hunk out of it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, ouch.
Okay, this is my turn. Well, seeing as my dire friend in need of help, I rush behind other goblin here. Should I be able to rush here? No.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can move around there without getting an opportunity attack. You just have to move in a funky way.
Okay, nah, this works. Okay, so I get an opportunity.
Standing, that spot actually has like a stalagmite in it, so you're gonna have
Oh, sorry.
be standing in like a super awkward position if you are standing right there. So
Okay,
it's gonna take.
If I would be here, I could still attack him.
Yeah, you can still attack him. If you're standing on the stalactite, you would just have disadvantage on the attack because you're kind of like smushed against with your back against it. So it would like normalize out with the advantage you would get from flanking.
Like this, would I get an advantage? Or-
You won't get advantage because you're not directly across, so
That's
you'd have to be standing where.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
you just can't really get.
Yeah, if I can get an advantage, and I'm just gonna smack him right up, like from below, right up. Let's see what happens. But I
Boom.
Yep,
Boom.
you get him. That is
Yeah,
Badoosh.
but I smack him just below, like a golf up in the air, just like against the ceiling.
Okay, so you kind of just smack him, and he goes flying into the ceiling, and his head just gets impaled on a stalactite that's coming down from the ceiling, and it just sticks in there, and he just slowly slides off the stalactite, and his body just falls with a giant hole in his head, just blood.
Yeah, buddy.
I got you, my friend. I got you.
It's basically a Mortal Kombat finisher.
Nice. And not appreciatively towards him, like, thank you. But also kind of like, I really wanted to do my revenge.
Oh, good brother. You can get the next one.
All right, the last goblin, he's standing over here by a set of stairs that look like they're leading up into another room. He kind of panics. He looks around and he just goes running up into that room, and he disappears.
He left his friend hanging out to dry. A freaking coward.
I hate cowards.
All right, Lanius, it's your turn.
I'm going to move here, and I'm going to attack him with my greatsword. Hooray for advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, with advantage, you definitely hit him. All right, how does this epic
I grab my sword with both hands, bring it down over the top of my head, drive it from his neck to the center of his body where it gets stuck, and I rip my sword out as I kick him in the gut.
beautiful? Just as you like kind of pull it out, you just get like a shower of blood just sprays up like just imagine the scene from Kill Bill. It's like that, just like gushes up everywhere.
I roll my eyes as I'm covered in gore again.
It's gonna be a theme, I think. All right, so now all these goblins are dead. You hear you can hear some commotion coming from the other room. Like this room right here is very loud, where that water is just crashing down into the little reservoir, and it's making a ton of noise. So you can barely hear, but you do start hearing noises, like some scraping noises, and you hear just like a loud hissing noise, and it sounds like a fire being doused coming from inside the room in this direction. So what do y'all want to do?
I can see inside that room with my dark vision.
Yeah, you can. If you can kind of see up into there, what all can you?
I see a goblin, a wolf, and half of a token. Don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so you can definitely see that up in there, and it looks like they're moving around, and looks like they're getting into two defensive positions.
Is there anybody that's really low right now?
I'm on 5, but yeah.
I'm on 10.
Yeah, I'm on 11.
So do you
I think we could handle it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
do
have
we
a
just
second wind, so I'm planning on using second wind.
so should we just burst into our
Yeah.
marching order and up the stairs as quick as we can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Just go.
I'd say-
marching order.
That's a stack all right here. If something comes out, we murder it.
Are we still in turn
Where?
order, right?
Where? Stack where?
So the tank wants to go right to the bottom of the stairs, like right here, and everybody else
Yeah.
line up right behind them.
So yeah, it'd
Yeah.
probably work well if I positioned back here somewhere
Okay,
and had just a line of sight up the stairs.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we still in turn order? Because I'd like to use second wind.
No, you guys are no longer in initiative order. Combat is you guys can like move around and kind of plan yourself out. Like they can see you guys down here moving around, but they're all kind of getting in a defensive position.
But he can
Looks like,
use second wind, right?
Second wind to heal yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and use that.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's a nice heal.
Boom.
Back up to full health. I like it.
I'm glad you're not dying anymore.
All right. So, are you guys in the position you want to be to go ahead?
I think I will move that here. Otherwise, I'm fine.
Now you're prepared to
So-
tank, aren't you?
I mean, I need my revenge, dude.
All right,
Okay.
so as you guys start to move forward and get up onto the stairs, is there something you want?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I have an opportunity to put guidance on.
Yeah. You can do it just before he. Just
Yeah.
before you try to move up.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you put guidance on him. So let me see. There you go.
Okay.
So, so you start to move up the stairs, and you see that the goblins have all kind of lined up, and they've dragged crates and things over in front of themselves to kind of like block off most of the room. It looks like they're kind of squatting behind it, and they've all got their bows out. So everybody go ahead and roll me initiative.
Yeah, this is where shit's gonna hit the fan.
Jeez.
Oh, come on! Can't get a break on it. Like, I've rolled the highest initiative 8.
Wow.
Okay. So as you guys come rushing up, I gotta have 2 more initiatives there.
At least I'm not the last one. Wait, the tanks are the last ones then?
Yeah.
Well, that's not gonna end well.
All right, so as you guys start to run up the stairs, the goblins start to let loose arrows towards you from behind their cover. So the first one's gonna fire at Rascal.
Come on. Come on. Shit.
Wow.
Okay, I'm down to 3 HP.
These goblins are freaking badasses.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm almost dead.
Okay, the second one is going to fire an arrow at Thor.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay, it's just
Okay.
14, so I don't think the 14 hits, right?
No. Thank God.
You got both swords out, right, Rascal?
Yeah.
Or right, Thor? Okay, so
Yeah,
your
yeah.
AC is 17, not 16. So.
Yeah.
Alright, so both goblins take their shots. The one hits, the second one, you kind of like deflect the arrow out of the air with your with one of your swords as it comes flying.
Yeah.
And then from out of the back, all of a sudden a wolf comes rushing forward,
Uh-oh.
and he's gonna try to bite at.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Come on.
Nope.
Okay.
He like lunges at you, and he just ends up grabbing your hammer, like grabbing the haft of it, and just starts like shaking it like a bone, and you just kind of shove him off before he gets like his teeth actually into you.
Okay.
All right, Lanius, what you got?
Come on, do something.
We'll move right here, and I'm going to attack. So many options, and they're all poor. Then we're going to attack the wolf. 14 hit.
That doesn't.
It does?
Yep, you hit him.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my. Jesus, man.
Max damage. I just
Yeah.
That poor fucking wolf, dude.
cut his head clean off.
Holy crap! Okay, yeah.
And I kick it off to the side.
That's meat.
I'm tired of being covered in gore.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not changing anytime soon. So you cleave it in half. It's just yipe, like yipes real loud, and its head just goes flying off, and it's still yiping as it's flying through the air. And it's just like it looks like a rainbow of blood just kind of comes through the air, and it all just lands right on top of you. All right. Anything?
I like how you brutally murder them, and I like cleanly slash them off each time I kill them.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do.
All right, Gerald, what do we get?
Oh, let's see. I
What
can
kind of magic sauce?
I can see 3 goblins right here, here, and here. I will magic missile them. Each one receiving a missile.
Okay.
Oh, there, I gotta roll, what, 2 more d4 real quick.
All right. So real quick, just say from left to right. Is that how you're gonna shoot them? So the first one's gonna take 2, the second one will take 4, and the third
4.
one will take 4.
Yeah. Well, the first one will take 2 on the left. The next 2 will take 5 each. Because it's +1.
Okay.
And that's a nice shot.
Good job, dude.
Putting it out there, but guys, please don't let me die.
We're doing our
Okay.
best.
The one on the far left seems to like he takes the hit, but he kind of stumbles back and he kind of looks at himself, and it looks like the little bit of like bone crap that he was wearing deflected off like a decent amount of the damage, so he looks like he's kind of okay. The other 2, on the other hand, he kind of looks over and sees they both just got big ass holes in their foreheads that are just kind of smoking from where the bolts went straight through their skulls, and they collapsed to the ground dead.
Jesus.
Nice.
Damn, nice.
Holy.
Okay, you really did good.
We like that.
Yeah. I don't want to be the tank anymore.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think I'm pretty. I'll move right. No, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. So now here comes trouble.
Uh-oh.
So a massive bugbear kind of just just lets out a huge roar as those 2 goblins go down. And he pulls out this huge it's like this massive morning star off of his back, and he goes, "Clark biggest, Clark greatest, Clark kill you all." And he rushes forward and just like rushes at Lanius, and he's gonna just come down as hard as he can with his morning star.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Okay, he missed. Thank you.
God. Would have killed you.
Yeah, that would
Size
have
of
one
a
shot.
goblin. Yeah, it is the size of a goblin, and it just crashes right into the cave, right into the wall next to you, and just smashes apart like a huge hunk falls to the ground. The whole cave kind of like shakes just for a second before it like kind of calms down, and he just lets out a huge bellowing roar.
I roar back.
Yoicks.
Nice.
Wow, intimidation.
All right, Hamish. Let's see
I'm
what you
going
got,
to cure wounds. Honor my friend.
6. Nice.
And stay right where I'm at.
Okay, so I'm guessing it's on me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 9 HP. God, I'm not dying anymore. Okay, so my turn.
Yep. If Hamish is
Wait, let me
done,
do this because hang on, one of these is a bonus action. Never mind. Nope, we're good.
So yeah, I'm gonna rush past.
I'm sorry.
Can you get
I'm
it?
sorry. I can do this too. Well, I'm not going to do that. We're in good shape. I'm good.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna rush here.
If you try to move past Clark there, you're gonna get an opportunity attack.
Oh, screw that.
Actually, no. You could move through Lanius
Yeah.
and get to like here or to here. But you, if you move, if you try to move around that goblin, you could, like, how much movement do you have? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you could get around the other side of that goblin and you won't take opportunity attacks from him as long as you don't move away from him. You just try to, like, circle him.
I'm gonna circle him here. Should be okay, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Nice. And
Real quick, as you're doing that, give me an athletics check because you're gonna have to basically run over a stalactite that's kind of like a pretty big one, kind of poking up, jutting up out of the ground.
yeah, I'm not doing that.
Okay, you stumble down, like you're able to make it past and get to where you want, but you're just gonna have disadvantage on your next attack roll because you just like stumble, and if you go to attack, you're gonna be kind of swinging a little bit wildly as you stumble off the unless you want to just no, I mean this is not the clearest path.
Okay, understandable. I'm gonna try to smash that goblin. Let's see what's gonna happen. Bam.
You
this
hit him one way or the
Okay.
even with disadvantage, so good job. And
Nice.
smash him you do, so
I
what's
smash it from the left side, and I try to make him fly towards the one last enemy.
Okay, you kind of send him flying. Give me, let me think. Give me just strength. Give me a strength save. I just want to see if you can like hit him hard enough to send him flying at Clark and do like any kind of.
Boom.
Nice.
Okay, I like that idea. So you just send him flying into Clark. He just kind of like crumples against him, and Clark looks a little bit off balance. So the next attack against him will have.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right, Thor.
Well,
What
I'm
do
gonna
you get?
take advantage of the advantage and walk up here and start attacking him.
All right. If you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you could you can move around him to flank.
Oh.
Like stay with this thing. If you're standing right here, then you'll have flanking.
Okay.
But it's up to you.
Might as well.
I mean, you'll still have advantage on the attack one way or the other. But you would be able to do that without getting an opportunity attack.
And you'll give your ally advantage.
Yeah, that's well.
Thank God for the advantage.
That's not
Oh.
bad.
Okay.
That's still better though.
Yeah. Do any of them hit?
You hit with the first one. The second one does not make it.
Okay. Oh, nice.
All right. So you kind of like you run through, and you start kind of circling Clark as he's like pulling his weapon up off the out of the wall as it's just like crumbled through. He kind of looks over at you, and he starts to kind of pull back, and you swing your sword up under his arm and kind of like make a big nasty gash under his arm up into his like right pectoral muscle, and he just his blood starts to kind of like flow down his side, but he's still kicking. He just looks.
I'll take it.
All right, Lanius, it's your go.
Gonna strike him again with my greatsword. Hooray! Advantage again.
Yeah, it's definitely
minimum
reasonable.
damage.
All right, so as Clark's got his arm up and he's just like this blood starts running down his side, you come in behind him and you just hack off a hunk of his back meat. It just flays down, and it starts to like gush blood from the back, and just like a little arterial spray, just like right in your face. Uh, he's looking a lot well more worse for wear, but he's still standing, and he's just kind of like trying to figure out who to attack next. He's swaying back and forth. Is there anything else you can do?
No.
All right, Gerald, let's do it.
Okay, so as I say, Clark is the only enemy that I see still standing. And I shall extend my hand and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. So I need a wisdom save from Clark.
Okay. What does the save need to be?
14.
He does not get it.
He is incapacitated in a hideous fit of laughter.
Nice.
Okay. So Clark, he's just he's like looking at the dead goblins and pointing and laughing. What's this guy over here?
Also
Clark,
prone.
Clark.
He is also prone.
Okay, so he falls on the ground. He's just rolling around belly.
Yep. Let's see. At the end of each of his turns, or when he takes damage, he can make another wisdom saving throw to see if he can come out of it. And he has advantage if it's by damage.
Okay.
Then mages can be useful.
Okay.
Yes,
so
I plan on being an incapacitator.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
all right, so Clark he's just he's like laughing and he's hurting and like blood is just pouring out of all these wounds and he's like rolling around on the floor just like smearing nasty blood and just pus everywhere. And he's gonna try to make his save to get out of it at the end of his turn. So he needs you said it was a 14?
Yes, 14.
It's so mad.
Alright.
Looking at the throw so far, it's gonna make it.
Okay, he makes it. He oh god, and like the pain starts to kind of creep back in, and he looks at you and he gets ready to like stand back up, but he can't obviously because it's the end of his turn. So, do your thing.
What the fuck's up with these goblins?
So I'm not attacking with advantage here if I attack now.
No,
right?
you have advantage. He is prone.
I do? Okay. All right, so I'm charging up the stairs, shield up, and I'm going to whack him with my hammer. Let's see here.
Okay, yep, you hit him, and so you come down with your hammer. How do you kill Clark?
I'm going to raise the hammer as far back as I can stretch it. It's going to come down right between his eyes, crush his skull, and blood's going to squirt out of his ears.
Nice.
All right, so Lanius is covered in ear blood. Clark, his laughter just slowly, it's like starts to subside as he's rolling around. He gets ready to look and get up, and as soon as he turns his head, he just sees a hammer just fade him to black, and blood shoots out everywhere. And suddenly it's eerily calm and quiet, other than the roaring, loud waterfall noise coming from the other room.
All
And,
things considered, we annihilated those goblins.
Yeah. True.
Good teamwork.
So anything interesting in our room in here?
You see sacks of crates sacks and crates of looted provisions are piled up along the south end of the cave. To the west, the floor slopes to like a narrow opening that descends into darkness. You could probably tell that's where that little chimney leads to.
Yeah.
And then you got there's like a little fire in the middle, like a little fire pit in the middle of the room. That looks like it's been doused, like it's still kind of smoldering, smoking. And right where all those goblins were at, there was just like a makeshift barricade made up of some of the boxes and things that were down here in the south. They're just kind of piled up, and they've been hiding behind them as you guys came through to attack.
Should we quickly dig through all this stuff?
Yeah, say quickly see if there's anything of value, and maybe like run it out, sneak it out, and throw it in the bushes outside or something. Take it on our way out.
Yep, agreed.
Okay. So give me well, you don't really even need a perception for this, but as you kind of like look through the boxes and crates, they look like supplies. Looks like one of the like some of the chests have a large like emblem on the front of them. It looks like a lion in bold and like emblazoned on a shield, like a silver shield. It's like stamped on a good number of the boxes, and inside of them you see just like a bunch of just normal weapons. They just look like weapon supplies that were being transported somewhere, that probably taken off the road. And give me a perception. Everybody just give me a perception check for anybody who's like digging around looking through all the stuff.
Could I use investigation?
Fuck. I'm blind as a bat.
Oh my god.
Could I use investigation, or would it have to be perception?
Go ahead and give me perception. Investigation's more for like trying to find clues and like traps and hidden things. Yeah, pretty. As you guys are kind of digging and looking through, Thor, you notice first, but the other two, Lanius and Gerald, kind of spotted as you're kind of picking through some stuff. You pick up like a small chest, and it looks like what was once a nice chest. It's about 3 feet wide. It used to be nice, but now it looks all battered and beaten and kind of like has weird stains on it that you don't want to really know what they are. And it's unlocked, and you open it up, you see that it's got it's pretty heavy. It's full of copper pieces. So it's got 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces. Looks like there's 2 potions in it that are like large glass vials with like a smooth swirling red liquid in each. And it looks like there's like a little jade statuette that looks like it's a frog it's got little golden orbs for eyes.
Okay, I just turn around and say, "Hey, loot."
Oh yeah. As they were doing it, I just walked behind the dwarf and started giving him a shoulder rub.
Thanks.
Right, I guess it would. How heavy is the crate?
The crate, it's probably about 20, 25 pounds. So it's got a whole lot of copper in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably like 20, 25, 30 pounds.
Okay, I'm just offering. I can transport it away from here. Like, doesn't sound that heavy.
Grab it. We'll put it outside somewhere.
Yeah.
Say, does Clark, do any of Clark or any of the goblins? You said one of the goblins deflected a force blast pretty well, or was that just a flavor?
That was just flavor.
Okay.
He just it was like one of his bones caught the brunt of it as opposed to hitting him in the.
I was just making sure he didn't have like some item that protected him from force damage.
No, none of the goblins have like an amulet of shielding. Though that would be cool.
Okay.
Just a random goblin is like, yeah, I've got this. Just don't worry.
Hey, I've had people find random stuff like that with natural 20s on investigations.
Right, so I actually think this is the end, quote unquote, of the tunnel. So what if we just keep all the stuff here and then walk back and fill around the rest of the cave, so we don't have to carry it outside and then come back in.
That sounds
Okay.
good to me.
Is everybody good to keep exploring the cave?
Yeah, I'm all
Yeah,
cool
we're
with
all
it.
healthy. So
Okay, yeah, let's go across our bridge over here.
I try to wash the gore off in one of these shallow pools.
I'm like, I as I walk past, it's like you might as well give that up.
I come next to you and help you do it.
Here, I will fix your There you go. You are no more gored.
Aww, that's
Whoa.
that's rude.
That's a
So
friendly gesture.
So how long do you let him like sit there and wash himself in this like weird dirty cave water before using that? That's the question.
Oh, by the time I realize what he's trying to do.
Okay. So you're kind of just like scrubbing off his nasty gore and like hunks of brain and sinew out of your hair, and then all of a sudden it all just vanishes.
Oops.
Sounds like a nice one. Okay, so I suggest we take ourselves in order and go over the bridge. Check what's
Yeah.
there. Okay, I'll take the lead.
Okay. So as you move forward, the bridge looks a little bit rickety, but does seem sturdy enough to carry you. Probably not all at once, because it does look like it's made for goblins. But you can move across it no problem. And the cavern kind of winds around as you move forward up through here, and you start to hear like what sounds like gibbering and chittering noises, and like just talking and squeaking, and it's pitch black up through here, other than the light spell that's been cast on Gerald. Do you want to call you Gerald? I'm not sure why.
But because it sounds similar to Geralt.
That's
And a lot of
definitely
and a lot of people play The Witcher.
Darn Polish
Yeah.
superheroes.
Yeah, that is 100% what it is. I keep wanting to call you.
I literally picked the most farmer name I could think of.
What about Billy?
Yep,
Well,
but
yes, but I was
some-
going for 600 years ago.
What
Oh,
about
Okay.
right.
McDonald?
Yeah, but somehow you still sound like an unmitigated badass because it's just close enough to Geralt.
Yeah.
All right, so as you guys move up, you can move along the bridge up here. You want to like just kind of move into this area.
I can't move my character.
Yeah, it's not letting me go across the bridge.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't.
same.
Yeah, we can't see or move past the bridge.
It's the boundary thing. You have to move the tokens over there. DM has to move our tokens. Yeah.
Okay. Where? What?
That's weird. Yeah, I guess the boundary thing cut off right there with the
Okay,
dynamic
move
lighting.
me as well. Possible.
I'll take point this time.
Okay, you can do that. Can't
There
see
you go.
anyone else, sadly.
And so as you start to come around the corner, you just hear like there's like a little cavern down the this direction, and you hear goblins moving around and talking, and sounds like they're arguing over something. You can't really tell what it is. They're all speaking in goblin.
You have to move Gerald and I.
Okay, well, that's all better.
There we
There
go.
you go. Sorry,
That's good.
I don't know why it cuts off the line
No,
of
it's all
sight
cool.
right there. Move quietly to get to that cavern, or just run in, I guess, malls ablazing.
We're
I
gonna
feel
try
like
to go.
I feel like I'm full of adrenaline now, so I would storm in.
I think we should
Yeah.
run in screaming and try to intimidate them on our way in.
Yeah, just go into a rage, barrel in there, and start swinging at stuff.
That's right, we do have a barbarian who has not raged yet. What is happening?
I have not filled the I haven't had the opportunity.
Do it.
Now looks good. Just charge.
Okay, I'm charging in.
Rage, charge, and swing at stuff.
Yeah, let's go with that. I'm just charging in.
I'll charge with.
And I will shoot the first thing I can see.
All right. As you start charging in, everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, this is the best part. Like, 5 and. Oh wow! Finally, 15.
Hey,
Woo! A
I got
3.
good initiative.
Come on.
Holy moly.
The true
Dang.
initiative of a farmer.
Oh shit! Come on. The 20th. Okay, man. For some reason, these goblins are really freaking strong.
Oh, I think I see a hostage.
Okay, there's a bit more than I expected, but okay.
That's a lot more than I expected, anyways.
Oh,
You go-
saw 2.
You go rushing in, screaming like "ha ha ha!" and then all of a sudden you just see a shitload of goblins. Like, okay.
Oh shit.
And as you rush in, screaming, the one directly in front of you turns, and he just kind of glares at you as he pulls out a scimitar and tries to stab you in the gut. He goes, and he just stabs at you, just screaming.
Yay. Oh, well, that's not hit. Yes, armor class 2.
Nice.
That's nice. That will
what's your-
almost kill me though.
What's your armor class?
14.
Okay. So I'm trying to keep him on the tokens if I can, so I can see it without. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So. All right. So he does not. He just like kind of comes in, and you rush right past his scimitar and go in to just like club him, but before you get the chance, Thor.
Yep. I'll run a step forward to here and hit him.
All right. Let's see them attacks.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. I'll take that.
You hit with the offhand. So what's the damage?
Dang. We're hitting hard.
All right. So how do you feel him?
Oh, really? Okay. I guess I just like run past Joe, what's his name? The one
Let's
I'm
go.
right next to.
Lanius.
Yeah, Lanius. And it's like I just can't deal with this goblin, so I just lazily almost, but still quickly, slices off his head.
So you slice his head off, and you turn to Lanius and like, I can't stand these goblins. Slice, and then like a fountain of blood shoots up over top of you, and like,
Okay, so I'm guessing it's my turn. Okay, let's see. What can I see? See a goblin. Are they on a hillside or what? There. No. There's a goblin in front of me.
Yeah, as you come in, the room is filled with. It's dark in here, but the room's filled with goblins, and it looks like little little sleeping bags, like dirty little sleeping cot things on the floor, and there's like a little staircase that leads up about 10 feet up and onto like a second little ledge level, and there's like a little incline. Looks like it'd be pretty easy to climb up to get up that 10 feet up to the second level. And on top of it, you see an unconscious human kind of laid out. And you see a goblin, like a bit of a bigger goblin, who looks like he's hooting and hollering orders to everybody up on the ledge.
Okay, so my question is, the goblin in front, is it dead or alive?
The one in front of you is alive. If it's dead, it'll have a big old...
Okay, my bad. Okay, so I'm gonna smash him with a sledgehammer.
Oh wait, I can't see the one I just killed then, I guess.
Oh,
feel like I
yeah,
should-
because Yeah, I guess the guy with the light did not move in close
No.
enough to actually put light into the room.
Yeah, I'm back here. Sorry.
We're going in blind. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
God.
I'm gonna give you that for this round, but anybody else that can't see in here, like Rascal, like you ran in, but let's see what can
I mean,
you see?
I can't see the one in front of Rascal, so that was the one I was talking about.
Okay, Rascal, there's just enough light that you can see the one directly in. So you can do the attack. Anybody else, like until Gerald kind of gets a little bit closer and sheds more light into the room, it is pitch black in here unless you have dark vision.
That seems fairly good.
Yeah, it seems like a hit.
And I'm gonna smack him straight against the face and try to send him flying away.
Yeah, you did that thing you said. He's dead. But the question is, where is his body flying?
Nice.
Just put
West.
power
West.
salt into Leonard's wound and like
West.
throw it against him.
It's west. How does rage work? Quick question. Not familiar with that.
If you're raging, you add +2 to your damage, and you get resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage that you would take, and you also get advantage on any strength based.
Okay, so could I be rage? Screw the rage right now. I'm just gonna go to hit. I'm trying to send him flying as far as possible. So yeah.
Okay, so you can't really see where he goes, but he goes flying off, like
Into
away from you,
darkness.
into the darkness, and you hear like a squealing as it sounds like he lands on somebody else.
Nice.
All right, so Lanius,
All right, I will move next to this dead goblin. Yell out to our blind friends, "I see 4 more!" And I will attack the one directly to my west.
The guy with the light is like so behind.
God damn it.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Unfortunately, that's not good enough. 14 is just not good enough. As the goblin in front of you sees you coming, and he kind of ducks and jukes out of the way. All right, is there anything else you can do?
No, that'll be my turn.
All right, the not the one directly in front of you, but the one just down here. As his buddy dives out of the way, he's gonna come in up under your arm with his scimitar and try to get against.
That was it.
At least it's not a high hit.
All right, so now the one in front of you is gonna try to take advantage of that that attack there, and he's going to shift around you. He's gonna kind of move over to here. He's gonna shift around and attack you to try to get advantage. Try to flank you with his buddy.
That matches.
Oof.
I can't remember if a match goes to the defender or attacker.
A match hits.
Yeah, matches.
Match hits. Okay, then that'll hit me.
Please tell me you're alive.
I am down. That brought me directly to 0.
Oof.
What the fuck's up with these goblins?
They're really strong, apparently. These are some swole ass goblins.
Maybe we shouldn't have just charged him. In hindsight.
Yeah, should have prepared at least.
I mean, I thought there would be like 2 cowards in here.
I only saw 2.
Okay, so once he takes you down, the goblin up on the ledge here starts like shrieking in triumph, and he's like da 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 da, and he pulls out a little short bow and he starts to try to take pot shots at you guys. He's gonna fire at
Okay, he's gonna fire at me.
Jesus.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm at 3 HP.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he just sticks an arrow right in you. You can't see shit, so you have no idea where this. You just suddenly have an arrow sticking out of your chest.
We need our light guy to
look.
come in here ASAP.
All right. So this other goblin back here in the corner, he's gonna against the wall. He's gonna pull out his short bow and kind of hide behind his buddy. And he's gonna take a shot at.
That's not
That
it.
one missed. For once.
When the GM is surprised the goblins.
I roll way too well as a GM, and I don't roll for shit when I'm playing.
Like, I'll be honest, I've never seen a goblin.
Yeah, it's a little baffling. All right, Gerald. Let's
Get in here, buddy.
use your
Oh, let's
shed some light on the situation.
Oh wait, I want to move him.
Let's see how fucked we are.
Come a little closer, come. Okay.
Holy.
Okay, look, that's lovely there. Okay. I can see that guy there. So I will
So you know what?
chill tut. No, I will Ray of Frost Helm. And I do not.
Well, you
Ray of
tried a
Frost.
ray of frost him at least.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that one.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, at least
Okay.
we can see now, right?
I appreciate it.
At least we have something going for us.
Okay, so Hamish,
Yeah.
see if you can help everybody out here.
All right. I am going to. The duration of this is 1 minute if I cast it. If I cast Bane, I can get 3 creatures basically if they fail Charisma saving throws to subtract a d4 from their next attack roll.
Do you have any spell slots left? Because you've already cast Bless, Healing Word, and Healing
Oh.
Touch.
I get, yeah, how many spell slots do I get? No, I get
You
only
get
3.
2 to start with.
Yeah. Nope, I don't.
Yeah, I'll give you a pass on using an extra one for now, but yeah,
Yeah.
you might want to make sure you're keeping little tick boxes on there. So
I did, and I thought it was total of 3, 1 for first level, but you're right. Yeah, I see the characters.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go, I guess, here and attack this guy with my hammer.
all right, I hit him with my.
There we go. Oh my god.
You definitely try to hit him.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I don't
All
have
right,
any.
Thor.
Okay,
think,
so I can see half his
can you-
token, the one above me.
You know
Okay, so
what?
you can see him at least.
I can't. Never mind. I can't disengage.
Okay, is he alive? Right. He's alive,
Yeah,
right?
the one above you is alive. Yeah, that's the one that just took out your.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get some revenge on him.
That hits. And that one misses.
Alright.
All right. How do you kill him?
Kill him. Okay. I guess I just make ones like the first one. I just slash like across his body, like sideways, and that's like he's all his guts and everything spreads out.
All right. So he's dead, and the unconscious Lanius is covered in guts.
More
I feel
gore.
like I'm 90% of your problem then, in terms of the gore.
So
All right.
that's
You gonna
my
do
turn.
anything else?
Okay.
No, I think I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, after seeing all that happen, taking an arrow to the chest, I flip the fuck out.
At least it's not to the knee.
So basically, I rage. Okay, and I rush next to this goblin. Can I rush? Yeah. And I am going to smack straight down with my sledgehammer.
All right. Yeah, you smack down. All right. What you got, damn it?
Nice.
All right. So he's super dead.
Super dead.
So yeah, he's gonna be squished. In
What does rage do? I'm unfamiliar with that.
It gives damage resistance and an extra +2 to damage attacks.
Oh, cool.
And then
So
you get
that's-
advantage on strength checks and dexterity saving throws if you can see the effect happening.
Got it.
that
It does
would
other
be-
things at higher levels too.
It's one fun skill.
All right. So you are frothing at the mouth, and you just annihilate him. You do have a breath weapon. Remember, just
Oh, yeah.
you haven't used it yet, so I just can't remember if you. I wasn't sure if you remember.
Is that a? No, that's a bonus act. Bonus action.
Is it a bonus action?
It isn't.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'd use
Would be
that
cool if it would be though.
Yeah, you'd be OP.
All right. So you. So Lanius, give me a death saving throw, friend.
It's a straight D20, right?
Yep, just a straight D20.
Hooray!
All right. All right. So you passed one. So there should be a thing on your character sheet with
Yeah.
little tick boxes and all that. Just keep.
Yeah, I got it checked.
Just please don't get 3 failures.
I know if I roll a 20, I go back up.
Yeah, and if you roll a 1, you die.
I thought one was a double failure.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's double
okay.
failure.
Okay, my bad. I
God.
played it like if you're dead.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That was your turn. All right. So the goblin up here, the big one, he sees that most of his dudes are now dead. So he's going to put his bow back on his back, and he's gonna run over, and he's gonna grab the human. He's gonna pick him up. And he's gonna just like pull his scimitar out and put it to his throat. And he's gonna start shrieking and gobbling at you. Just
Oh
like,
shit.
just shouting this at you inanely as he's like threatening the human with the scimitar. And anybody that can see well enough in here would actually see the human. Realizes that that is Sildar, the guy who went with Gundren to like escort him.
So I guess that means no more fighting, huh? Unless we want to be unemployed.
So he just starts threatening him minutes. The next goblin, seeing that you're all paying attention to that, is going to try to take this opportunity to stab Rascal. Because He's not terribly intelligent.
Okay. Okay, that matches my armor class, but rage gives me.
So you take 3 points of damage.
You take 3 points of damage.
I'm dead. I'm down. 0. Boom.
You were just distracted enough to get finished off. So you fall unconscious. All right.
So we got 2 people unconscious.
Yeah. 2 people unconscious, and it is Gerald's turn.
Oh, let's see. Gerald just heard the one yelling around the corner over here and doesn't know, so this one over here, he stabbed my friend. So I will see if I can do something useful. I do not.
I mean, you tried, though. That's what matters.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right, Hamish.
Well,
What'd
I'm
you
trying to
get?
decide whether
I
I
mean,
should.
unless Gerald's gonna.
No, because I mean, I'm kind of tucked over here out of the way, and yeah, I'm gonna stay over here.
I'm trying to decide if I should. I should probably spare the dying on somebody, so they don't have to make another death
Maybe it's
save.
the guy Rascal, because what's it called? Jonas has already have 1 success.
Yeah.
Or just kill the other goblin.
No, because then he surely kills our dear employer.
Oh, maybe.
Um,
Okay, yes, I don't know that information. I'm not in the room.
I'm gonna spare the dying on whoever already made a death save, so that person is stabilized.
Wait, which
Alright.
one? No.
And then move to like right here.
Okay. So Thor, that'll be.
It's like either I run up and try and kill the one last remaining lower goblin, but I'm just afraid if I make any types of move, he's just gonna slit the throat on our dear friend. So I don't know. I don't have. Wait, I should actually have a hacks. We when I chose my armor and you replaced the what's it called?
The
Nice, never
leather.
mind. Yeah. I should. We need to fix that. I'll fix that after. Yeah, I'll try and throw my longsword at him.
Wait, you can't throw your longsword. It's not a.
Oh. Damn.
It's not like a ranged weapon. You should have a hand axe though.
Yeah, but I didn't add that because I don't know.
Because why not?
I failed apparently.
Oh, you got a light crossbow.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll take that out.
I have to say it's either a light crossbow or nothing because you definitely can't chuck a longsword. That would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
That would be kind of funny though.
You mean you can't double-handed over-shoulder toss your great axe?
Can't go Sparkus on everybody.
Not quite. All right, so if you're gonna try to shoot the goblin that's in front of Sildar, you're gonna have to do it with disadvantage because he's got a guy like in front of him, kind of like meat shielding him. So
Yeah. How about an 18?
okay, yeah. Well, maybe you hit. I don't know. Maybe shut up. Yeah, roll the damage.
Glad that wasn't a 1.
Oh damn.
You just shot our boss.
Damn. Okay, so you hit him, and he like as you kind of like raise your crossbow at him, you like drop the swords and pull the crossbow out. He looks like he's about to like cut his throat, and you catch him like right in the shoulder with the bolt. He drops the scimitar and the body. He kind of like stumbles backwards, but he like quickly retrieves the scimitar and kind of like menaces forward.
Well,
Okay, so my death save, right?
Yeah, yeah. Make your death save. Just roll a d20.
But boom, 1 success.
That's good. Lanny, you don't have to make a death saving throw because you're stable, but you're still unconscious. So the boss is going to he's gonna pull out his short bow, or actually he's kind of like menacing at you. He looks over at the human and he realizes you guys don't care if he just murders that guy. So he sees that he doesn't have any leverage left. So he's just going to like shout at the other goblin. And as he does, the other goblin's gonna look back at him. He's gonna like slowly lower his sword, and the one up top is gonna drop his scimitar. He's gonna put his hands up and be like, "Stop!
hey.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, please stop. Just don't kill us. We're sorry. I'll give you the human slave if you want. I don't know what you're here for, but just don't kill me, okay? I mean, if you need somebody, you can kill that guy down there. He sucks." He kind of points at the goblin that just dropped his weapon, and he kind of glares up at him like, "What the fuck?"
Right. I guess we're out of combat now, right?
Unless you want to attack him, but yeah, it's a.
I mean, I do hate coward, and that it was kind of cowardice. But
Say we just go tie them up and do the same thing we did with the other goblin, but we don't feed these two snack packs.
I mean,
Tell him to
be
come
fair-
down the stairs.
Yeah.
And I want, whenever I can, I want to go right here and spare the dying, because that's a cantrip. Spare the dying.
I rebolt another crossbow, say like as firm as I can, walk slowly down and away from the human by pointing at him with the crossbow.
Okay, he's kind of like cowering, and he's like gets on his knees, and he's got his hands up above his head. It's like, just take what you want. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. Whatever it is I did, I'll never do it again. I'm so sorry.
I guess I instead of like making me come down, I just walk up and like hit my crossbow right in front of his face, like ready to pull the trigger.
He soils himself.
No, I'll just wait for you guys. I'll keep firm look on this guy. Someone should probably tend to the rescued human.
Yeah, let me put spare the dying on the other unconscious party member, so both are stabilized.
Okay, as he kind of like puts his hands on your chest, rascal. You kind of like you've been like fitful, like unconscious, like racked with pain. And he kind of puts his hand on your chest, and that kind of like eases, and your breathing slows, and you kind of like go into like a more relaxed state of unconsciousness.
Nice.
All right, so what do y'all want to do with the goblins?
Do we have any rope left to tie this one up? Because I feel like this is the leader.
I think I might have rope.
So
Throw it
everybody-
up to me.
So I think every pack comes with a thing of rope, so you should all have.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of
let's-
don't want to.
Let's tie him up and then get as much information as we can about what's going on at the keep and where the other prisoner is.
Yeah. What do we do with our little other buddy? Because I don't think we need two goblins, do we?
Well, we sent him on his way. Oh, you talk about the other little guy here?
Mm-hmm. He and let me remind you, he did knock one of our friends down.
This is true. Is he tied up yet?
No.
He is unarmed though.
Well, and here's the other thing is if one of you is aligned to be able to do something like this, we could tie them both up, and you could do things to the little one that would make the big one tell us what we want to know.
Well, the bigger one doesn't want to care about the little one anyway. So I said
Yeah, he said we could kill him.
But I'm just saying, we could do this to you, and you cut the tip of his ear.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm natural, so probably not going to be me, because I don't think I would care enough.
There you go.
I'm neutral good, but I'm passed out, so...
I mean, I guess we could find them guilty of, robbery, murder, extortion, since I'm...
Well,
I guess being a lawful character, that would warrant, execution.
And I mean, I know I'm, neutral, but I really, I have it as one of my flaws. I really fucking hate cowards. I've said this many, many times. So I think that would actually, aggravate me to, do something irrational. So I think once we decide that we don't need the other goblin, I think I don't know. I think it seems too brutal to just go up and kill him. Because they gave up, but...
Chop his dick off.
You know what? Fuck it. I think I get up and slit the other goblin's throat.
The little one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking we need to try and get information out of the bigger one.
Yeah. I'm too angry, not because also the factors that he almost killed one of my friends and he's a coward. That even doubles the fucking hatred towards him.
So you really have no choice.
No, I really don't. Sadly, I'm very, very sorry.
Don't be sorry. Do it.
So do you look at him and say, "I'm sorry," and then just?
No, I don't even. I think I woke up and just coward and just slit his throat with one lazy.
Wow, that's
swing.
so Game of Thrones.
I know.
and he dies, and everyone cheers, but that one person's like, "I like that guy." And you're like, all right. So you killed the one goblin. The other one is freaking his shit out right now. Got a crossbow in his face. You just murdered his buddy. He's just every.
No, I don't think I have my crossbow
coming.
anymore because I went down after we tied him up and then slit his throat.
Okay.
So
well, he's just he's just got it coming out at every end right now. He's so freaked out he can't control any of his bodily. He's just crying and whimpering, just rolling around in his own mess. So, what are you gonna do?
Have someone taken care of and made sure our human friend is okay? No.
Yeah, we'll send the cleric after our employer there.
I don't think I should do it. I think I'm too pumped with adrenaline.
All right, so I go up and I kind of take the human off to the side slightly and just kind of make sure he's okay. And
he seems like he's stable. He's unconscious, but he seems stable.
He's unconscious. Okay.
Yes.
Does he need a spare the dying or anything like that? Is he in the position?
No,
where he's...
he seems like he's breathing well. He's
okay.
Not.
All right, so I'll just be with him until we.
I think I'll say to the guys down here I'm gonna go and get back to the crate and bring it outside because if I'm near another goblin, I'll slit his throat again.
We need to question this guy, and you should stay so that we can use your ominously pissed off presence to make him talk.
I'm okay. But it's
I don't know if I'd keep my friend here from slitting your throat. It just depends on what we hear.
And I'm really, really doubtful that you can.
In fact, that's what I'm gonna say to the goblin. I'm gonna say, I'm a holy man, and and aligned to all the best and good morals of my God. But my friend over here I can't talk much sense into him when he gets frustrated, and he's very frustrated. And you see what happened to, the fella you sold out down there. I can't keep him from slitting your throat. It's all going to depend on if we ask you a couple of questions, and if we like the answers we hear, he might not cut your throat, but I can't make any promises. I just suggest that you answer as truthfully as you can.
And I just stare at him with like dead cold face that just shows absolutely no mercy.
And I'm going to give him another glance like, see, I told you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's just because he's a coward. I like, that's the difference between the other one, because, I mean, we tackled him and made him unconscious, right? I know he fled, but he was trying to do a strategic move to get more of his friends. And that's like the difference.
So I'm actually gonna tell the goblin, okay, so what we need to know is, where is the other person you pulled off the caravan?
The other one? You mean the dwarf? Yeah, the ugly one. He's at Cragmaw Castle. That's where he went. That's where we sent him. That's what Clark wants.
So we'd like a detailed account of exactly how fortified that castle is.
A detailed what? Of how what? The what? What are you talking about?
How many goblins are there? Do we need to look out for traps? How approachable is it?
I don't know. I haven't been to the castle in months. I've been stuck down here with fucking Clark.
So I guess what you're telling me, is you have no useful information for us.
No. I mean, I have information. I can tell you how to get there.
We already know how to get there. We need something better.
Y'all don't know how to get there.
We don't?
The,
Okay.
The other goblin. Yeah, he didn't know how to get to the castle.
Okay.
He just knew how.
Okay, so how do we get there?
Well, you didn't better start speaking like in the deepest tone I can muster.
Says, okay. So if you want to get there, like, you just be aware, King Grohl, he rules all the goblins, and he's all up there in Cragmaw Castle, and it's pretty big. It's pretty big place. It's about 20 miles northeast of here. It's in the Neverwinter Wood. That's where you'll find it. It's up there. I can't draw you a map because I don't know what a map looks like, but it's like 20 miles that way. I'm telling you, he just kind of points in the direction of, like, clearly not northeast, but he's inside a cave and an idiot. Like, to the northeast, and he points like west.
So I'm going to say, is that it? That's all you have for us?
What else do you want from me?
Why are you so interested? I just cut across him like, why are you so interested in specific this dwarf?
And I don't know. King Grohl wanted him for some reason. King Grohl told Clark, and Clark told us to get him, so we got him. They said we could do with the Humi what we wanted to, and I said, well, we can keep him as a slave, and some of them were like, we should eat him, and then we were arguing about it, and I don't know. Everything kind of got a little weird when some people showed up and started fucking killing everybody.
All right, so I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to turn around now. And I'm going to fold my arms and nod at our...
And I just smile as I like...
And I'm going to turn
and
turn and face this way.
I just take both my swords like as an X up against his neck and just slits cleanly with both of them. And then just smiles.
And I'm sitting there going, I didn't see that. Like praying under my breath. I didn't see that.
I mumble, fucking coward. And after that, I like my normal like slight neutral face just gets back to me. Like, oh, maybe I overreacted a little bit.
Okay. Well, it seems like a pretty good for the day. So if you guys want to kind of set yourself up to take a long rest.
Yeah,
after
that's a good
this.
idea.
Go
So
like
are we
the-
conscious at this point?
once you start taking the rest, you'll come to. You'll once everybody kind of like just starts getting everything settled down. The cave is empty now. You've been through the whole thing, and you know there's nobody else here, so you can very easily just camp out inside this cave in this room, or if you
I
want
think
to
we
go
should go
back
back
to
to the bigger one.
Yeah, there's a fireplace, and
yeah.
we can put up. If someone comes.
But can you carry 3 bodies back?
I mean, it will take time, but I guess we can.
This looks like a really safe place to rest, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't even know this, but I have +5 in medicine. Is there anything I can do to help those guys that if they take the long rest, they'll recap all their hit points like everybody else?
No, everyone will recap the rest of their hit points when they take a long rest, regardless.
As long as they're
the
stabilized.
medicine would just be helpful for stabilizing them, yeah.
Okay.
Which you can just spare the dying, so.
Okay.
So you guys take a rest. It's nothing really happens. About halfway through, Sildar, the human, he starts to come to. He kind of wakes up and he looks around. Everybody else is up at this point and kind of tending to their wounds and praying and doing whatever else you're doing during a long rest. Sildar comes to and he kind of looks to Hamish and good dwarf, what happened? Where am I? Is this that cave with all the goblins in it? What happened?
Yeah, you're in the cave. We found the slaughter on the travel road, and ended up taking a prisoner that led us here to you. And now the next step is going to be to go and find your friend.
Gundrick? Yes, we must find Gundrick. But first, we should probably go to Phandelver first and try to resupply. And I have contacts there who can help us, I'm sure. But at the moment, I'm definitely not strong enough to make it to some castle to get him back. I need rest, and I need to get to our contacts and let them know what's happened.
All right.
You get me there, I'll make sure you're paid the full amount for getting the cart. Speaking of which, where is the cart full of provisions?
It's tied up on the road. We had to leave it while we came to look for you.
I understand. Thank you so much for rescuing me. I can't express my gratitude enough. I truly appreciate it. Now I think I'll rest a while longer, and hopefully whenever we head out, we'll have an eventful trip to Pandelver.
Yes, rest. We'll leave at first light.
Yeah.
Which we can't tell because we're in a cave, but we'll figure it
out. Okay. All right. So you guys go through the rest. We're gonna call that here for the day.
Nice.
Everybody has gotten enough XP to go ahead and hit level 2.
Awesome.
So you guys can go ahead and start getting your stuff in order, start getting leveled up and all that good stuff. Yeah, we can meet back here next week. And if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, you can always message me on here or on Roll20. Just shoot me a message and let me know if if you got any questions, or I would like for everybody to send me just a message on Roll20. Just send me a short bio of your character, just so that I have all of them in one easy place, and I can just put them in my stuff and have it all written down, so I have character names and things like that for you guys.
Will do.
Okay.
All right.
Man, thank you guys. That was great.
Well, that was really fun.
Yeah,
that one was good.
Thanks a lot, guys. That was a great game.
Yep. Yeah. Just surprisingly strong goblins. That was the only one.
I mean, I one-shot every single one except like Grok, I think.
Yeah,
I did say.
But come on, goblins.
Sorry, good.
No, it's just like interesting to see goblins taking down like two of five.
Yeah.
So I just before we go, had worked up some OBS graphics and I recorded the session. So I'll send it as a private link to you guys. It'll be unlisted, but if you want to review anything we did, just kind of overview it, it'll be there.
All right, cool, man. That's
All
really
right.
cool.
All right, y'all have a great weekend.
You too.
You too.